Alright, I guess we've waited long enough. Let's just get started then, shall we? What's up? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where in the world you're watching this from. I'm a very sleepy? AJ? Yeah, let's go with that. Sleepy. Sleepy's the word. I am, of course, joined along with Meg. And, let's just see Meg in the chat. Yep. Welcome to the chat. Let's a good.
That's a good, yeah.
Hey, Justin.
Hey, Justin.
Thanks for joining in. So, yeah, we're on episode 31, and I hope something happens this week.
Yeah.
We know Angoromon's gonna get possessed by a sword, but I don't know. I've no context beyond that.
Yeah.
So
hopefully something interesting happens.
yeah, I mean, Musyamon is a perfect level. No, sorry, Musyamon's only a champion. Sorry, he's level 4. Yeah, so I don't know. I've seen screenshots. I've tried of Zubamon because people went, "Oh," and there's a bit of a meme going around concerning him. So it was kind of hard not to see Zubamon.
Okay.
But
Let's go.
yeah, he's one of the legend arms, but he's the Digimon they created for the 20th anniversary of the franchise.
Okay.
Now showing up on the episode that airs during the franchise's 25th anniversary. So there's some funness there, I guess.
Yeah.
So we don't have a whirlwind of news to go through like we did last week. We got a clearer image of the Digimon, the Digivice Double V. And the red strap looks nice. And they're releasing versions of the Vital Bracelet based on the BE, but the strap is and the casing is done like the original V-Pet, so it's got that brick. It's got that sort of a brick look to them, and even the sprites are the old LCD sprites rather than the modern full color. You know, lots of personality. They're very basic sprites, so I'll probably have to grab one of those just for the collection. I don't know if I'd use it, but it's just one of those novelty ones.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have.
Yeah, where the VV is like, obviously it's gonna just replace this. Like this ended up replacing the green one. So
We're gonna get one of those like fancy rich guy drawers. You know,
oh yeah,
all
and it's
watches
just
are
all
spinning.
Vital
But
Bracelets.
it's all gonna be Vital Bracelets.
Yeah, it's just all
on my
all-
one Fitbit.
oops all what's that mean? Like oops all something. The drawer is just gonna be oops all Vital Bracelet. Especially now with them being officially released as in the UK and US under the Vital Hero branding.
Yeah.
The boxes are stupidly big for what's in it. Like the boxes are stupid. Like, can I do a comparison here? Right. Just to give an idea, right? Just to give some sort of comparison, right? This is the English version box, right, of the Imperial Dramon starter deck, right? This is the Japanese box for it's full of Zubamon cards and all of that, right? Much bigger it is, right? Oh, Butterfingers here. Trying to make a point, right? See how much bigger the Japanese box is for no reason? Now, the Japanese boxes started off being tiny. They started off like a box of a deck of cards. They were it was literally just the deck and that's it. But then they start putting in promo cards and playmats, which the English one doesn't. I think there's promo cards in here, but they didn't include any playmat, which is why it's not as wide. but it's kind of like that. Like, so the Japanese vital bracelets all come like in this box that's about yay big, right?
Mm.
The Vital Hero box is giant. You'd swear there was a figurine in it, not a watch. It's stupid. I'm kind of just stalling for to see if we get anybody else in the chat, but you know what?
Yeah. No, I haven't seen it, so. Oh yeah, that.
Like this. Like, there's no need for the box to be that big. I like the blue strap.
Like, what's in the bottom of it?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Probably an instruction manual. And I'm still salty Pulsemon didn't get a green bracelet.
Yeah.
They gave him the black one, and then they given Agumon and Gabumon like a red and a blue one or something.
Yeah, that's.
I do like the blue strap, but
I'm still favoriting that clear one.
oh yeah, for the BE release, but that's
Yeah.
it. That's it from the side as well. So let me just pull these up onto screen so the chat can see them as well. Yeah, add new. I don't have any images to replace this week. Oh. Good lord, look, it's too big.
Yeah, even the screen is like, no.
Yeah. Right, so that's how big the Vital Hero box is.
That is such a waste.
That's such a waste, right?
Plastic and cardboard and
Yeah, because the Japanese ones are just in a small box. You get the bracelet, you get a dim card, and you get the versus memory, and that's it. There's none of this, and I think it's a case of they feel in the States, and I think that's why the booster pack boxes were bigger than the Japanese ones originally, because there's this feeling that if it's not in a big packet, it doesn't look like it's a big production.
Yeah.
If it's in cheap packaging, it looks cheap. And to an element, I get that, but that's wasteful.
Yeah, that's very wasteful.
That's just wasteful. There had to have been a better way of doing this.
Like, they could have cut that off, like, halfway up that box and moved that up behind that.
Yeah, put the kid in front of the versus memory or something.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't have to be all the way down here. Move more, battle more. I always felt like the Japanese version ends up looking better sometimes. Yeah, it's just...
There's so much to it. Like, when you look at the sides even, there's...
Oh yeah, well hold on, I do have an image of the sides, so let me just pull that up.
Like, look at that. There's
Like,
no
that's
need
the
for
side of the box, right? So it's so wide as well. So it's this long box that looks like it would fit like a 12-inch action figure or something. Maybe a 15-inch. But the packaging for the actual thing just looks like it fills more space because it's on a slant.
Yeah. Like, all of in there is just...
It's just air.
Like, what is the
All
point?
of that is just air. But yeah, still kind of salty that Pulsemon, that like they're not doing the green one. Gabumon is getting a blue one, and again, as I said, I believe Agumon is getting an orange or red one. But the packaging for the dim cards themselves is basically the same. It just has the Vital Hero branding on it. So that, like, there's not too much there, but I think the unique dims that come with the Vital Hero itself have unique evolution lines. So, you know, so even just to get the dim cards out of them, I don't want to buy a whole other bracelet.
Yeah.
But if that's the one that's being packaged in, I doubt it's going to come separately.
Yeah.
For the Gabumon one at the very least. The Pulsemon one, well, we have that, but I'm just looking for a good image.
Because other than the vital part, I just don't know why they decided to call it Vital Hero.
Champions of the digital world. That's all it is. You're the hero of the story. That's all that is. So Yeah, so here we are. So that's the Gabumon one. The wolf howl thing. You've got the versus memory, the blue strap, which again, it actually stands out.
Yeah.
Like
they didn't have to put a picture of him in the box as well as on the thing.
Yeah.
They could have just put the thing up there and saved space.
Yeah, and then there's the side view of it. So yeah, I don't know. So so again, I mean, back to what we were saying initially, we'll just end up having a drawer. Oops, all vital bracelets.
Yep.
Hey Reiko, thanks for joining in. I'm just ranting about the vital hero. Less ranting and just wondering why. Why is it packaged and promoted the way it is?
Yeah, mostly complaining on the environment's behalf.
Yeah, on the environment's behalf. Yeah, because it is such a waste of materials. I think the Agumon one might be on the official Twitter. Yes, they have an official Twitter. Because of course they do. And it's not even it's not even verified because only less than 1,000 people follow it. That's how little interest there is. Like they put up like YouTube videos on how to set it up and what it's all about, but I hate this. Like, and the new gamified wearable activity. Oh, it's so cringe.
Gamified.
I hate it.
For
like
kids with a Z.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so they don't have a box for the Agumon one, but there. I mean, hold on, I'll just grab the image and I'll throw it up just because we're on the topic. It almost looks like the same kind of red band that the BE has, except, well, we know the BE is going to be thinner. But is it me, or does it look like the band is coming off the top of it?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it fits on it.
It doesn't look like it fits on it, which is weird. Because that company is it's a dumb butt. That is fair. So
either way.
So there's the Agumon one. The nice red strap. Looks very similar to the strap the Digivice Double V is going to use. But yes, I am bored of this too.
I'm not bored, I'm just tired.
Well, so yeah, move more, battle more. That's not how.
That's ableist.
All I was going to say was they don't quite work that way, but sure.
No.
They don't quite work that way. But yeah. Like that branding insinuates that it's like a VPET or like one of the pedometer devices where moving will put you into battles.
Yeah.
Not quite. There is a mode where that happens, but like there's 15 battles and that's it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
If they want the people who don't know that.
Yeah. It's not like a random battle generator after every 500 steps outside of this one mode. So I'm not sure. I
me.
I try. Anyway. So yeah, so I guess we'll just get into the episode. Again, I haven't watched it. I don't really have any context for Zubamon. I've just seen memes because he looks scary. I feel like Zubamon's design, but from what I've seen for the memes, yeah, they did make him kind of scary and not in a theme of the show kind of scary. So we'll just jump into the episode then. Yeah. So your cat.
I know it's not mine. Mock me.
Abuse.
Abuse, yeah. Pause it.
Okay. So we'll just jump into the episode, because again, outside of like them doing the brick version of the Vital Bracelet, we don't really have any news. Oh, Espimon is getting a card. He's going to be in a magazine in 2 weeks. Pre-ordered. So I will have the Espimon card. He looks evil, but he's also in the anime art, and I'm like, ooh. The same way the Gamamon, like the Gamamon promo card that came with the same magazine, was also in anime style, so it makes sense. But still, Espimon is getting a card. That's super fun. All right, so let's get into things then. So, counting in 3, 2, 1. Just for those watching along with us, Toei Cat is doing the thing.
This thing.
So so whether you're watching via Crunchyroll, Anime Lab, or whatever other medium you're using to watch the show, feel free to join along with us and react in tandem.
Oh, I enjoy seeing Kyoshiro scared all the time.
Yeah, I still want them to go back to using his talismans.
Yeah. He always thinks of the ghost anyway, even when he's fully aware that they're all Digimon.
Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly. So, like, him giving up, so them dropping the talisman gimmick after episode 1, I'm just like, but why? I do love Kyoshiro and Jellymon's new animations to bring in Thetismon, because the heroes are all the same. Kano Weissmon just gets a new screen, but Thetismon actually looks like she's there, like she's evolving with the credits. But I suppose you can't do. I suppose it's tough to do when Hero has 4 evolutions to work in.
Yeah.
Oh. Goblimon? Yeah, Goblimon!
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, God! Soul-absorbing sword! Okay! This one does look great in the opening.
Creepy.
Hanyamon. I like him. Never give a goblin a sword. Build a trap to have the orchard souls. I love that he's just in her room like a giant Snorlax plush.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he thinks he's Sailor Moon. He's so excitable.
That little koala looks very invested in what he has to say.
Yeah, yeah. Labramon, yay! Oh, is that, Reshiramon. No, not Reshiramon. Himself. Zeppa? Repamon, that's the one. Yeah, he said that's good continuity. He's still with them. He seems to have mellowed out.
Yeah. Still arguing.
Yeah. Oh.
They're still living there.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love that they're on it. Tell Rory we said hi for level. Wait. Oh. He has the sword now?
Oh. How did he get it?
Hanuman. Why did I say Hanya? That is. Was Hanyamon a different one? Or bad
Did he,
translation.
like, confiscate it from the other guy and go, oh shit.
Maybe? This probably happened?
Yeah.
Oh.
No. What happens? Someone else grabs it and you die?
I guess? Come on, Lamormon. Let's go.
Oh, that's cool.
You can't drop it.
You can't let go of it. Oh, you just gave it to him?
I guess the sword chose a new owner? Ooh.
And that's why they were arguing then, because one of them said he was hairy.
Yeah. Well, that is Musyamon's sword anyway, looking at the card art.
Mm.
Tremendous amount of willpower at Goromon.
Mm.
Aww.
Oh.
Haven't we had this conversation before? Kyosho's in a TARDIS?
No, he has all those on his bedroom wall.
Hmm. Sus.
Mm-hmm. It looks like Hero is chewing on Gavamon's pointy bit. I don't know what to call it. Uh-oh. Don't do it. Don't do it.
And Goromon, no!
You're too good
Don't
for
be a
this.
murderer!
There you go. He just yeeted himself in back time.
He just yeeted himself, yeah. Oh, maybe that's why. Drains the life out of them as well. This is interesting because from Rory's perspective, it kind of harkens back to the he goes off and doesn't tell me stuff.
Yeah.
Like, is he doing that again in her mind? What was that chip taken out of him?
Oh.
Though at the same time, it's normal to worry about a friend disappears for 2 days and one that never arrives late anywhere. Oh yeah, true. Like, it should be raising all sorts of flags that something's wrong. But like harkening, like doing a callback to that episode, especially since Repamon's in the episode, doing a callback to that would have been nice. No, we don't see her in that dress often anymore.
No.
It's a nice wardrobe change.
Must be a weekend. Must be a weekend.
Must be. And then again, 2 days did go by and she was in uniform, so yeah, it must be the weekend.
Yeah.
Hey, Sleek! Welcome!
Hey, Sleek.
Angoramon Shinka!
Uh-oh.
Oh, Angoramon Shinka! Kamamon has no idea what's going on.
I listened to the Japanese there, and they're saying he's not the Digi-hear, right?
Yeah.
No, I mean he's not. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shh!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Damn roleplay coming back to haunt him.
Oh, you think Gamamon's gonna tell Angoramon he gives him bad vibes?
Ooh. Be interesting.
Kobayashimaru. Well, she had the sense to ring him and not just run off on her own.
Yeah.
It is. It's a really nice.
Broke your camera.
Oh God!
Oh dear.
Like, Angoramon's eyes are weird enough because they're just buttons. But yeah, seeing them all like large and white. Oof. Right, we're getting Chaos, but it's not First Riders, so fingers crossed.
Draw attention to yourself.
Oh.
No time for posing.
No. But you know, it's a good thing the stock footage only lasts about 5 seconds. Although, one thing I really do still love about Tesla Jellymon's design, not design, the evolution sequence, is like when the evolution sequence finishes, it's like one of those orb things behind her.
Like the one of the ones you touch and the electricity follows your finger, yeah.
That is a Tesla thing, isn't it?
I think so.
Isn't it called like a Tesla orb or something? He cut him down to size.
Oh.
The blade caught his feet, basically. But
no, they're just called plasma.
Plasma orbs? Okay.
Globes or plasma lamps.
Oh. Oh, here comes Musyamon. Oh, God! Here, Torimaru. But why did you want to use? Why did you want to cut humans? Like, why? Are you gonna tell us the why on that one? Or is it because reasons?
Because sword is sharp and wants to cut, like the last guy.
Oh, he wants his evolution energy. Yeah, I say it all the time. Angoramon's been through some stuff lately. Maybe Lamore is. I don't. Oh god, the wrinkles under his eyes. Yeah, he very stressed. He a stress bunny. I love how Kyoto's always the one to change the terrain lately.
Yeah.
I love that it's just oh no! You think Taichi would have been less of a bitch and try if he could do that? Oh, I don't want Japan getting blown up. Oh, okay. He's the only one that worries about destroying the city. Yeah. Superman!
Face on Gamamon back there.
Yeah. Yep, there's the meme. He's so weird front on. Because anytime we see Superman, it's from the side. But they just this animation of him from the front. It's so weird. It looks like he has no neck. But Legend Arms! Okay! Legend Arms, Digimon? Sure!
He looks weird because I can't see his nose. Or if he
Yeah.
has a nose.
So I don't think we're getting an evolution. Weird. It's definitely not next week.
Oh, so will the souls go back?
Yeah.
Oh, the whole people go back. Okay. He makes me so teeny.
He's so cursed. He's so cursed.
Yeah, he doesn't work front on at all.
No, he's so cursed. That might be Gamamon's voice actress, actually. Oh, Uber!
Oh.
What the? The Ubers come to bring him home. Okay. Okay. So what does it say? Sorry, son, I don't... Oh my god, you really are just a fucking deadbeat. Pardon my language.
What did he say?
Sorry, I don't know. Good luck.
Oh, God.
Hey, Jackie.
Hey, Jackie.
Right, so Hokuto is just a deadbeat. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Best dad. Yeah, maybe not. Daimon Suguru exists, so maybe not.
When the heck are you going to evolve?
Yeah. I was convinced it was going to be this week.
Now we don't have another...
We don't have another... Next week we might have another couple of episodes worth?
Yeah. But even then, that sword made sense for the whole
Yeah.
rabies rabbit.
Yeah.
And, yeah. What the heck else makes him so angry? Does he have to kill another friend?
Mm.
Or is the friend too strong and he gets really angry?
Oh, I don't know, but you're going to hate this preview for next week.
Oh.
Oh, you're going to hate this.
Oh, yes.
They've just bundled up
poor
under the
baby.
ship. I know.
Oh.
The baby gets kicked out. The stupid cat in the costume takes over.
They definitely did well by not putting
Oh.
him there.
Oh yeah, no, I
Nobody would watch Lexi dying.
no, I do like that they committed to not showing the face.
Yeah.
That's very good. But it's obviously, yeah. Spoilers. So, this episode was fine.
Yeah, we built it up a bit, I think.
I think we fantasy booked ourselves into a corner.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't bad.
Like, I really would have loved the idea that the sword caused the warp evolution, or
Yeah.
it just to be a different take, and maybe Simbar gets there later, but you
Yeah.
see it, and, you know.
Yeah.
This damn internet of mine doesn't stop dying and reviving.
Oh.
Oh, your internet is like the phoenix. It gets stronger with every revival. We hope. But it was... My main problem with this episode was the animation. It was clearly... Yeah, like the Zubamon!
Yeah.
Zubamon! Oh, Zubamon was cursed!
Yeah, but even when Rory was in her room and she turned around to look out the window, her eyes were like, one was kind of looking this way and one was kind of looking this way. It didn't look quite right.
Yeah, like there's a dark contrast in the animation between today and last week and the week before.
Makes it feel even less important.
Yeah,
as much effort into it.
Like I'm hoping there's a point to Zubamon, because like we had
just jumping in, going, "Hey, I'm a sword. Use me." Like, bye.
Yeah, like
that's a bit.
Is there going to be a point to seeing the Legend Arms Digimon? Like, are we going to get Spadamon in 2 weeks acting like a lance for one of the Gamamons or something? Because that's Spadamon's deal. He's a little lion. He's a little blue lion with like a knight visor thing.
Yeah. And
he can turn into a spear or a lance. They made great use out of him in Cross Wars. But yeah.
Okay.
I
Can you bring up the ratings thing for me for 1 second?
Yeah, sure.
Kayono. I'm pretty sure it was Kayano.
I was pretty sure it was Kayano on the subs as well. I think Kayono there is a typo.
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, the card game every week now seems to be saying, "Oh, we printed this card wrong. Hey, thanks, sorry.
Yeah.
We won't have a replacement out for who knows." So it could very well have been Kayono. God, why would Bandai be consistent? The only thing they're consistent at is being inconsistent.
This is true.
But yeah, this episode was fine. I like seeing Zubamon because again, Zubamon has a really fun design. Also, Zubamon recently got a starter deck. Zubamon is also the main Digimon on the Ryudamon Dim card.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we're seeing a lot of Zubamon.
So with no, that wouldn't make sense because he's already that level.
Yeah,
he's gonna say, is he gonna like evolve into him or something?
No, he's already a child.
Already that child.
Yeah, he's already a child level. So
the one beforehand, maybe it would make sense, but
yeah, but where does Ryudamon come into this then?
Unless he reverts back to an egg somehow.
Do you imagine they kill him off and then he's reborn in a different? I mean, it's a thing.
We don't have time for that, apparently.
Well, it's good lord, we're 31 episodes in. Hazarding, I guess, 58, 60.
Yeah.
So, would they have time to bring Zubamon back a couple of times? Partner him to, I don't know, dumbass, what's his name? Nomura, and then have Nomura get him killed and be reborn as Ryudamon? Is that why the Dim card is so weird? That doesn't answer for Espimon.
No, it does
not. And I don't want to fantasy book myself into a corner.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if it's... I think it might just be fan service because he's the Digimon created for the 20th anniversary. This weekend was the 25th of the franchise, not just the anime, but the franchise. Yeah. So it may just be... That might be why he's seeing a lot of play lately, because he's an anniversary monster. Sorry.
Yeah. It's a bit weird, fan servicey or not, though.
Yeah.
You could have him just jump in, be a weapon, not even fight, just be a weapon. And then,
but he was also later. Yeah, but here's the weird thing is, right? Hackmon was the 15th anniversary Digimon. right? And Try was in and around the 20th anniversary. So they've done this. There's a precedent for this where they bring back the previous anniversary for the current one.
Yeah.
And he kind of did the Hackmon thing in this where he's spying on the kids and keeping track on them. Ultimately, Hackmon went nowhere in Try, so Zubamon was better? Question mark?
Yeah, I suppose.
Zubamon did more in one episode than Hackmon did in 6. Debatably. I'm not sure how I feel about that one, but there's a precedent for bringing the previous anniversary mon in for the current anniversary. So
yeah, guess it was just that.
Yeah. Weird.
It's just weird that he's there and then
yeah, it's just weird that like he's there, he's on the dim. Again, it makes me think less this is a coincidence.
Yeah. Or is this a promotion for that, or other way around? Or...
I don't know. This came out a while ago now.
Yeah.
Like we're probably heading towards start. What deck are you? You have a number 13, and were you 14? Were you 12 or 14?
Oh,
12. So we might be heading towards starter decks 14 and 15 next, which I haven't heard anything about.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I don't really know.
Yeah.
It's the strange one.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I really feel about this episode. And not even from I was expecting more.
Yeah.
Just it's
yeah. Like, it was good to see that his willpower was really, really strong.
And we've been seeing a lot of that in the last couple of episodes. Because, like, Angoramon's been in a lot of predicaments lately.
Yeah, like when he was possessed by... What's your name? Bug.
Oh, Morphomon.
Morphomon. Even then, he was like, you could see he was possessed and he had the little things and he was still like, run. Like, get away from me.
Yeah, and that was only a couple of weeks ago now, so...
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. 18, 19, 21. Oh, it is. It's there. Because it wasn't a thumbnail of himself.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, where's the recap episode? Well, recap.
Yeah.
I restarted my PC to see if it fixed the internet since it started going wrong when I pushed it too much, opening certain site at the beginning of the stream. Oh.
Also, I got a theory about why this episode is like it is. Okay.
Well, I am welcome to hear that. I am open to theories. So, chat, what did you guys think of the episode?
I mean, we have been saying for a while it's gonna have an episode.
That
drops. So
yeah. Oh, and this is I don't even think it was a serviceable episode. I hope Zubamon does more so this doesn't end up as filler. Like especially with Uber at the end and
yeah.
Hakuto's response, I'm just like, I want to strangle him.
Yeah.
Like he said it back on a leaf. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Couldn't even write a proper letter.
Yeah. It's the 25th, so they probably want Digimon the 20th in it. So this episode was decided to have it since a while ago. Oh yeah, no, that was... I mean, that's kind of what I was saying as well, because Hackmon was in Try, and you've got the 15th and 20th lining up there, and now the 20th and the 25th. Like, it makes total sense. Like, I was saying last week, the most recent brick V-Pad I got was the Zubamon one, because it was the 20th anniversary, but Try had also come out, so Meikumon was raisable on it. So, kind of best of both worlds. But, yeah, I do think it's just an anniversary thing. But, because of the cyber attack they had a while ago, they didn't have as much time as they wanted for it, and they couldn't postpone it for later or any other trick. Yeah, but I don't really get a feel. I don't get the sense that any of the other episodes were affected by that.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's what the hiatus and then the special episode was for, to buffer.
Yeah.
This episode, like, it was and the buffer probably helped with the anniversary. Maybe this episode would have come 3, 4, 5 weeks from now. Maybe something else would have happened. The only thing I could see with this episode is that it got bumped up the card to accommodate for the buffer caused by the hiatus and then the special episode. That's the only thing I can see. I could see this getting bumped up the card. If they had those 5 weeks, we would be 5 episodes ahead, and this is probably where that would have aired.
Yeah.
But
because there's not really, aside from the bit at the end, like that would have to be after he gives him the letter. But other than that, the rest of it could have kind of fit in.
Yeah,
anywhere after Repamon, really.
Yeah, like, well, that's it. Anywhere after the Repamon episode. This could have been the episode directly. Well, no, Chaos Gamamon has to have debuted at that stage, right?
Yeah.
Which I think he did. What episode did Chaos show up in? It was the Birds episode, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So Birds, so Birds was 7, and then Kamaitachi was 11, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So really,
Where was Jellymon's evolution?
Jellymon's was Game of Death, which was 10. So literally,
So it could have come anywhere in between.
Anywhere after Kamaitachi, and it wouldn't affect. Well, because no, maybe I'm wrong on that, because the hero stuff, the Hokuto stuff at the end.
That's what I'm saying. Aside from that,
the
rest of the episode can fit in anyway.
Yeah, fair. Aside from that,
maybe it was redone. Maybe the end of it was redone.
Maybe the ending was redone. Maybe yeah.
But
the thing is, if the cyber attack didn't happen, then this episode would have come later, about episode 36 instead of 31. So they had to bring it out sooner. Yeah, and that's basically what I said. So I totally agree with you there. Maybe do change it so it doesn't interfere with the planned story, and that was what Meg was saying. Maybe just change the ending. The overall base and structure of the episode was probably set in stone, but then to accommodate for the story, no, I think we're all Rico. I think the three of us are on the same wavelength here. I was fine. I'm kind of disappointed. Justin said it was fine. I'm disappointed Lamormon didn't appear, but I think the worst part was Hokuto. I don't know. Good luck.
Yeah.
Pedja says, "Good to see you, Pedja. It's been a while. Nothing special about this episode. This should have been Lamormon's episode. And what about a hero sending a message to his father asking for help to get more answers? Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a part of me that I'm sorry in advance for what I'm about to say.
Okay.
There's a part of me that appreciates the balls on the writing staff to say we're not telling you anything yet. There's a part of me that appreciates that 31 episodes in, the writing staff are just like, no.
I will appreciate it
if it pays
off later.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look, this is all on the caveat that 30 episodes from now, we're not going, what is going on? 2.5. That's fair.
Yeah.
I think it's underselling it a little bit. I would say 3.
Yeah, I was thinking around a 3.
But 2.5 is very fair, because this is a nothing burger of an episode. Like, it's an anniversary tie-in. We get a little bit with Uber and Hokuto at the end, and that's really it. It's a nothing burger of an episode.
Yeah.
That could have fit in anywhere after episode 11. Anywhere. Without breaking the continuity of the show. It would just be another monster of the week.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I'm being very rude, but I'm in a raffle. But it's okay, because like you said, this episode wasn't that engaging.
That doesn't mean you should ignore the chat.
I'm not ignoring the chat. Aside from every now and then going, oh, I'm in first place. Oh.
Anyway.
But, yeah, just in case you're wondering why I suddenly keep ducking down like this, that's why.
Anyway.
Well, we've kind of just done the ratings, so will we type that in?
God, mate.
I can still see you over here too.
No, you can't. You're paying attention to your phone. You can't see me. No.
Were you going to suggest something else before I said that?
Nope.
Were you though?
Nope.
No?
I don't even know if I have a favorite character this week. I kind of wanted to give it the Zubamon just because how cursed he was.
Yeah, he made me laugh at least.
Yeah. It's more than anyone else in the episode did. I mean, no, okay, that's not fair. Angoramon being all excited about the book he was reading and then quoting the lines from it was really cute. Gamamon is just Gamamon. We can't give Gamamon points for being Gamamon anymore.
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't been the favorite for
he
a while.
hasn't. He hasn't. We haven't had
Prison
of Fire.
That's a good 12, 11 episodes.
Yeah, a good, Prison of Fire. And that was because it was an episode built around him.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, he'll probably end up being the favorite next week.
I'm saying nothing. I'm not telegraphing that yet.
Yeah,
So I'm going to say Zubamon because it was different.
Yeah.
And he was so cursed. Like, so cursed.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Angoramon.
That's fair. It was his episode. That is fair.
He was cute at the start of it, and he was all willpower, and then he was kind of scary actually. So
yeah. Oh wait, no, not that one.
There we go.
So. Then, right. Let's see. Was it better than the Doll's Manor?
Easily.
Was it better than Cursed Song? Yes.
Easily.
Was it better than Bird? Yes. Was it
Yeah.
better than Moaning Bug? No. So that's where I put it.
Moaning Bug again.
Morphomon.
Morphomon, yeah. No, definitely no.
Right. So for you, Cursed Song? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Well, obviously that's a 2 for you.
Yeah.
Was it better than Doll's Manor?
Yes.
Was it better than Bird? Better than Freezing Hell?
Because it didn't have that shitty ending.
Okay.
Kamaitachi, is that?
That's the Repamon
That's
episode.
the Repamon episode. Yeah, I put it under that.
Okay. Which is very fitting. Like 20 episodes later,
Yeah.
they bring Repamon back in, and the same like bamboo forest.
The same kind of premise, even.
Yeah, same kind of premise
Blade
as
that
well.
wants to cut.
Yeah, it really. Oh wow, it really is just Kamaitachi again, isn't it?
Yeah, because he wasn't stealing souls or life force or whatever he was.
Yeah.
Data, I suppose, technically.
Hmm.
But yeah, it kind of fits in around there.
I'm gonna call an audible. Been thinking about this one since last week.
Oh. No, it's not the same level where I put it.
I was thinking about that one since last week, and the ending, as much as I love Rory's whole horror movie thing going on,
Yeah.
and the teaming up with Jellymon, which is something they haven't touched since, having different partners in Digimon bond. The ending really does just take me out of it, and I think I was letting it coast on the Rory and Jellymon stuff.
Yeah, but the ending really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it's still a better episode than Bird. So, what do you want?
Yeah.
So yeah. I'm not even gonna say I'm not even going to leave a little thing here because that won't matter by the time we get to the end. The little readjusted from the little note here.
Yeah, it's down the bottom, so
yeah, that won't matter.
It'd be different if it went from like a 5 to a 3.
Yeah. That said, I'm just gonna take yours as well. Right, so that's the ratings done and the rankings. That brings Killer Blade to both of our 27th favorite episode out of 31. Fine. Right, that is 31 main episodes, not including the special.
Yeah.
Because not applicable.
Yeah.
Now,
it'll be interesting to see as well to tally up the favorite characters and who was the overall favorite character.
Yeah.
So some of them, they're only the monster of the week.
Yeah.
But
well, that is something we can do later, is go through and just count how many instances of X there are.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Sorry, hold on. Where is... Right. So these are stuck with me and me alone, just like old times. Don't harsh my mellow. Anyway. So, let's see. So Pedro went on to say, you'll appreciate it, but some people will not. A lot of people will drop the show because of lack of plot. I don't know. I don't know. I still see a positive response to it on Twitter. So I don't know if people are as willing to drop it as you might believe. There was one really interesting Twitter post I seen earlier. Hold on. Let's have a look here. There was a really good post that let me just see if I can pull it out of my likes. Oh, I didn't think it was that far back. Good lord. Weird. Okay, hold on. Let me just go to their profile. Because this seems to be the main feeling on social media that I'm getting out of Ghost Game. And... God damn it. There's so many other posts on this person's profile that I've actually lost the post I liked. But basically, like, the crux of it came down to is that it just needs to keep doing what it's doing because the show is still the show is still enjoyable. Like, it's never boring. Even the bad episodes aren't, they don't detract from the overall quality of the show. Oh yeah, here we are. So Digimon Ghost Game, it really is just, what if Digimon did Twilight Zone? And it's perfect for that reason alone. And that's the general consensus I'm seeing regarding Ghost Game, is that it's never boring. And so it does keep you coming back in because you want to see those characters and learn more about them. Even if the show is drip feeding you. Hey, Desmond! So let me just go back on chat for a second. Well, at least we know Hokuto isn't dead, but I kind of want to strangle him. Same, Justin. Same. Angoramon did last 2 days without being completely possessed. Yeah, Angoramon's willpower, like the instances we've seen of it are really good, which makes me sort of even more terrified that when Lamormon does turn up, because it's so rabid, that it has to be something big to cause that shift in personality. And the show was advertised in the beginning as a Monster of the Week kind of show. I mean, that is true. Like, you're completely right on that. And that was something we talked about early on in the early stages of this show being advertised, is that they are going for a more Monster of the Week feel. You know, the world building is sort of, it's there in the background and it's being sort of drip fed, and the intrigue is there, but it's not, you know, it's not the be all and end all of the series. So I don't know, I like that it's doing that, it's something different from the regular formula. The entirety of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders is basically this, with no progress in the story aside from getting closer to Egypt with each episode, and people still love it. And that lasts about 30 or 40 episodes until they finally arrive to the mansion in El Cairo. I bet I could make a better episode than Bird. I think everybody in the chat could make a better episode than Bird. Matthias says Reiko, at least Stardust Crusaders, the protagonists have a goal and a main antagonist, even if he was always in the background. We always knew he was there. In Ghost Game, there's no hurry for anything. And apart from that, nothing happened for 30 to 40 episodes. And here we have the mystery of Gulus Gamamon and Hokuto that is at least progressing slowly through the series. Yeah. Unlike in Stardust Crusaders, where all the progress was simply getting closer to El Cairo. They didn't even try to get information out of their enemies to learn about Dio, while Hiro has been asking around to know what he wants to know. Okay. Yeah, so Hiro's been asking around about Hokuto and to learn more about the digital world. Matthias then says, yeah, I've only found 3 episodes boring. The one with Yadagaramon, Sirenmon, and this one. 3 out of 31 is not bad. And it's not. That's a really good batting average for the show. Yadagaramon didn't even give me something fun to write about my weekly drawing. He didn't talk! I had to draw it with boobs to feel satisfied. This is still Reiko. And thank God he isn't dead so we can kill him ourselves. Yeah, let's go beat up Hokuto for being such a deadbeat. Let's go do that. Oh, Yadagaramon? Oh, right. Yeah, well, yeah, let's do that. Let's go to the digital world and take out Yadagaramon. That works too. Either way. So basically what we've established in chat in the last 5 minutes is that Ghost Game is actually better than JoJo. I'm not sure I want to put those opinions on the internet, but that's what the chat has convinced me of.
That's dangerous.
Oh, that is so dangerous. Basically, Reiko brings up the point that JoJo has no Stardust Crusaders, because like there's a billion JoJo.
Yeah.
Right. Stardust Crusaders has no plot for 40 episodes. It's just them traveling to Egypt.
Yeah.
And the plot doesn't happen until they get there. This at least has stuff being sprinkled in the background. Hiro is asking about Hokuto. There's all these different world building elements. So what the chat has confirmed for me is that Ghost Game is better than JoJo Stardust Crusaders.
Please don't clip that. At least my face is not on it.
Better than Stardust Crusaders at most. If you say it's better than Diamond is Unbreakable or Evento Aurea, I'll beat you up. I didn't say anything. I'm just repeating what you said. So you, Reiko, have said that Ghost Game is better than Stardust Crusaders. Oh, I'm so cancelled. Anime Twitter is just going to come down upon us with furious wrath and righteous anger. Maybe that's the other way around.
Yeah.
Oh. Stardust Crusaders is overrated. Alright. This is where I'm on it. This is where I gotta be honest. I haven't watched any modern JoJo. Like, JoJo was a thing when I was getting into anime. I kind of only sort of knew it there. I know Fist of the North Star is in continuity. But other than that, I didn't pay attention to any of the reboots. So
yeah,
I'm just gonna take your word for it.
Yeah, I would have watched what would be
Like the whole 80s JoJo, like 80s, yeah, like 90s JoJo.
The whole story with like Dio and all that. Being, you know, being a vampire and all that. But yeah, that's as far as
the stupid mask. Yeah.
That's as far as I got. But I'm pretty sure
time to burn a witch.
Pretty sure it was the older version of it.
I'll take Minervamon X with me. What? Strike me down, and I will come. Strike me down, and I will return more powerful than you could ever imagine. I put Meg back on screen, chat. Will we do it? Yeah, we might as well.
As well.
Yeah. I mean, you're here, so it'd be kind of rude not to. What? She hit me! Meg hit me!
I have no proof of that.
You don't come back from that. I'll strike you down with a demon lord. You don't come back from that.
Hornbon, what are you doing?
Oh, okay. Tuesday.
I know. I don't like it, but I know.
Is this why you're bullying me?
A little bit, yeah.
Well. I'm getting my hair cut on Tuesday, chat. It's all... I'm getting rid of it all.
Look, if you were in the running for one of these, you'd be watching this.
Well, no, because this is important to me.
This is also important to me. I can multitask.
Anyway. So, we may as well put Meg back on. There we go.
I like my hair especially for this.
Not the locks! Yes, yes, the locks. I wasn't able to go to a barber for 2 years because they were all closed during when the world shut down.
And then for the rest of the other year, you weren't allowed.
So, yeah, so the last 2 years, all the barbers have been closed. So, I haven't been able to. But now that they are open again, da 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 da. Anyway, so I suppose we'll get into comments from last week, and we're getting ready to bounce. Let's make a deal. You watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Diamond is Unbreakable, and I don't burn down Egypt.
Does it matter to you?
Should that
I suppose
should that hurt me? I mean if you want to open up the gates to the Shadow Realm, that's on you. I mean,
I was gonna say you kind of you have to say that you care because it's a place with people. But
I mean, it's not my place with people. I mean, I don't. Egypt is already burning. It is under harsh sun. This is true, but no, we're the innocent people. No. I mean, if
you don't.
A, you don't, and B, I mean, if you burn it down, I mean, that's going to undo some sort of magic seal, and the Shadow Games are going to come back, and that's on you. So that's on you. So,
is that what Riku wants?
Is that what you want? Are you trying to bring back the Shadow Games?
Did you say you did the comments?
No, I said, shall we do the comments?
Oh, okay.
I've been reading chat while you're gone.
Yeah, because when you said that, I was like, that was quick.
Well, Well, I think we probably only have about 4 comments anyway, so...
Yeah.
Actually, because Reiko was talking about not having anything to draw during the, maybe. Because Reiko was talking... Yu-Gi-Oh! Reiko was talking about not having anything to draw. Well, nothing, you know what, there's always text on the drawings. There was nothing to put there in the Adagaramon episode. So that reminded me. Nope.
Yeah.
That one.
That one.
So this is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, this is super damn cool.
The stitching, I love it.
So on point. Warumanzemon looks terrifying. X-Tyrannomon looks cuddly, but just the eyes give a bit of mystery and a bit of spookiness to it all. This rocks.
Yeah, like his eyes, like I was saying in the episode, he looked really stoned and worn out, but evil.
Yeah.
And yeah, you've captured that completely.
And then
the little stitches pulling on his lip and up there, the nose bit.
I love these so much. They are friendly plushies. Fright Fur Dino. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, okay, the Fright Furs are a thing. Yeah. But, yeah, so these are super cool and well done. Once again, go follow Reiko for cool Digimon art. Or join our Discord. They get posted there before we show them on the podcast. So, comments then.
I put Reiko's link in my notes in my phone to make it a faster process, but...
That's not happening for you, is it?
Do you think my phone would load my notes?
No. Okay. So, where is...
Did that come up?
It did.
Do you serve cookies?
Yugo Shokan. Come, Death Toy Nail Tyranno. Do you serve cookies in Discord?
I dreamt I was making cookies earlier.
Legally, I cannot confirm that, but if you would like to believe so, I cannot stop you. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So, take anything held for review. Oh, there is! Okay,
Yeah,
one of Pedge's comments was held for review, so I will approve. And then we'll go back to publish. Sort by newest first. And, okay, so we have Clatter and Pedja on a bit of a thread here. And then we have Pedja's comment on their own. And then we have Justin's comment. And that is it for last week's post. Wait, no, I can't call it that. Another podcaster called it that. I'm just remembering. Right. So, picking up then, Clatter, always good to see you, Clatter. Thank you so much for the comments. Picking up on last week. This episode did a very good job. Annoying and slightly agitating me. Oh, sick burn. Got him. Might just zoom in. There we go. So just so I can see the comments a bit better.
Yeah.
Because I'm all the way over here. And
move the mic down a bit?
No, it's fine. Right. This episode did a very good job. Annoying and slightly agitating me. Why should I actually care about Kayono, her school life, and I guess her depression? She was pretty much 100% okay with turning everyone else into dolls and feeling absolutely no guilt over it whatsoever. And Kayono isn't the only problem I have with this episode. 1. Stop resisting, make 2 or 3 parter episodes, Toei. You're just ruining the absolute potential Ghost Game could have had at the beginning and now. 2, so So you really don't want to create an episode involving Angoramon and Ruri's feelings and thoughts over the Digitamamon conflict, Toei. This better not be done in one episode, and soon after, in the next one, we get Lamormon just like that. Or 3, actually make Kayano's depression feel natural and well-deserved. Okay, so there's a lot to unpack there before we get into how Clatter would have written the episode. There's a lot to unpack there. And it's not... I don't think it's an unfair statement. She does kind of just pop up. I don't even know if she was one of the Riru run.
No, she wasn't.
No.
She was friends with the other girl.
Yeah, and she was jealous of her friendship with Ruri.
Yeah, was it a elementary school into middle school or a junior high kind of thing?
Yeah, so...
Something like that. Like they went from one school to the other and the friends group kind of...
split off, yeah.
A little bit.
So that happens. You know, that happens in real life. You know, you start off in primary school and you and your friends go to different secondary schools and you kind of drift apart because of that, because you make new friends and you don't forget about the old ones, but you're never, especially at that age, making time is never a priority. It's always I'll see them soon kind of thing, because you're young and dumb, and
also you're not in control of your time.
You're not in control of your time. But I think the depression thing is, even just because she wasn't built up, I don't think that makes her depression any less valid.
Yeah, like we started off with it, and it was then explained why she was depressed.
Yeah, so the episode filled you in on why she is the way she is, and I think did a good job there. And then her not feeling guilt over it was because, well, it's in the episode title. Her new friends were a bad influence on her and kept telling her, yeah, this is okay. And eventually turned out that they were using her, as is usually the case in these situations.
Yeah.
You know, people will use you to get what they want out of you and then discard you.
Yeah, it's like in other TV shows where the good girl or the good guy or whatever starts hanging out with the bullies, and the bullies get them to bully people for whatever reason. Yeah, show us you're one of us.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, now they think I'm so cool, and they're all happy about it because they have friends that accept them, and then just like her, you turn around and find out, no, they didn't at all. They're also taking the piss out of you.
Yeah, and so I think it's a valid argument, but I think the episode in the 20 odd minutes it had did a very good job of explaining that and making it a worthwhile investment. And I get that it's not for everyone, and that's why we do this, because different opinions are fun to sort of go back and forth on. That's how discussions work.
I do agree, though. It could, as good as it was, they could have had her in the background.
Yeah, I
doing what she was doing, but it's the same with other things like the disappearances in the forest or any of that. That could have been on the news in the background. People are going missing, or even earlier on had Aoi, is that her name? The friend? Had she mentioned that her friend was out of school and they hadn't seen her in a while, and then later on they're like, I still haven't seen her, we better go check on her. And we, those kind of things.
Yeah, and we've said that a couple of times. There are instances where this show could do throwaway lines just to keep background elements ticking. And if it's a throwaway line of, oh, my friend hasn't been to school in a couple of days, it's nothing you really think of. You kind of just go, she's probably sick, or in the back of your head you go, oh, are they going to do something with that later? And then an episode like this comes up and sort of fills in the gaps. And
we still haven't really seen how the rest of the world reacted to Zazamon.
No, we haven't, and that's another thing.
That could have been another thing that was a throwaway line in a future.
And that's where I was going with it before I got distracted. One qualm that we do have with this show is it doesn't seem everything when the status quo is reset, that's it. the previous week's events don't get brought up. They don't have a news report going, scientists are looking into the recent spat of incidents involving what are being called hologram ghosts. Sources say ghosts don't exist, and this is likely a technological malfunction, but who is responsible? You know, there's none of that, right?
Yeah.
And maybe that's a bit too heavy. Maybe if this was aimed at a higher target demographic, they'd be able to do stuff like that. But maybe the demographic they're aiming for, they just try and keep it as simple, as streamlined as possible.
Yeah, but there'd be no harm.
No, there'd be no harm, and I think
putting it even just like they're in.
Because I think any fanfic writer would do this as well.
Yeah.
I think any fanfic writer would do that, where you just have these plates spinning so that they don't get forgotten about, so that the viewer doesn't turn around in 5 episodes and go, "Oh yeah, that was a thing." Like, do you think the key demo for this show remembers Zasomon? Or is that just us being adults and expecting
to be filled
plot holes and expecting a wider scope in storytelling? Maybe. But do you think the 5 and 6-year-olds this is aimed at remember Zasomon was even a thing?
I don't know. Probably the majority of them probably not, but yeah, I don't know.
And there you go, the needs of the many. That's not how that works, but
yeah. But it wouldn't.
But as for the Digitamamon thing, that is bugging me. I don't want Digitamamon to be the center of the conflict in the episode Angoramon evolves, and that's how they. But then again, he's been going through some stuff.
Yeah.
You know, he's been in precarious situations. Rory's always in trouble. You know, there's a lot going on surrounding those two. That it all looks like background static. But it could very well easily just build up to whatever this evolution, whatever triggers it.
Like I was saying earlier, maybe another friend of his does come out of the woodwork and has to be dealt with again, and it just
yeah,
cracks him, I suppose.
Maybe, yeah. Actually make Kayano's depression feel natural and deserved. Well, that's the thing. Depression's not natural.
No.
And you know, I get what you're saying deserved from a storytelling perspective, and if they at least did have a line 2 episodes previous, "Oh, I'm worried my friend hasn't been turning up for school lately," and then we see why. That would have been much better world building. But I think they did a fine job in the 20 minutes that they had, and I don't, you know, I wouldn't be in a rush to go back on my thoughts of the episode, and certainly not the score that I gave it myself. So, Clatter then goes on to say, so this is how Clatter would have done it. For starters, I would have had Kayano. Is it Kayano or Kayono?
Oh, there as well.
I was pretty sure we went back looking for the subtitle specifically.
Yeah, no, we went back looking for her surname.
Yeah, but it was maybe like the first. It was the line before the surname.
Yeah, but maybe we just, because we weren't looking for the first name.
Maybe.
We just didn't notice this.
I'm pretty sure Waru Monzimon called her Kayano-chan. I'll have to look again. Yeah. But anyway, I would have had Kayono and her parents be from a completely different country that they have moved to, and have flashbacks of Kayano being popular at her school. Not in the mean girl sense, with the fact she didn't mind helping her classmates or younger students with their work stuff, and likes to receive praise and favors for it. Eventually, the family comes back to Japan due to the passing of a precious relative. Okay, I see where you're going, and I don't want to cut it short. But for the way the stories are told in this series, this would feel, if they did this all in the space of 1 episode, we'd be saying it was rushed.
Yeah.
Like, this is something that does need, maybe not a 2 or 3 parter, but it needs like some element of it at the top of the show, another element in the middle of the show, another. If this was the episode, it would have been rushed.
Yeah, I feel like
because that doesn't get that, like, because that premise is very good, but it doesn't work within the time constraints of the show, and doesn't give Waru Monzimon and X Tyrannomon the time they need to be shown to be manipulating Kayano.
Yeah, and with that, I mean, like feeling out of place in her school. I don't know. I feel like they don't fit into this.
Yeah. Like, her Japanese is okay-ish. Like, there's a whole thing here where she needs main character levels of development.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. This sounds like the first episode of a show about her,
Yeah.
not
This
her
is
as a
this.
secondary character.
Yeah, like we're seeing the things about Ryudamon and Espimon coming in, and we are even saying, oh yeah, if she came back, that'd be fun.
Mm.
Give her some sort of way to redeem herself as part of the team or whatever. But then again, we still don't know anything about the girl who captured Morphomon or whatever that was about.
Yeah.
So, but this feels like the first episode in making her a main character.
Yeah.
And while it's certainly not a bad thing, and I like the ideas that are set up here. If they tried to cram all that into one episode, we'd be saying it was too rushed. They tried to do too much.
Also, I don't feel like.
I think being jealous of your friends making other friends is a very valid reason to be,
especially at her age,
especially at 14,
yeah,
or whatever age they are.
Yeah, and like all of this, I don't feel like it would fit with the demographic either. You don't want to be putting in big grieving family members.
Yeah, I think again, like if this show was made for more the try demographic.
Yeah, like even just
because
like
there's elements of this stuff like Mako's story. You know, is very. When you read between the lines on Mako's story, it's very. You know, but. Yeah, but I think just for the target audience of this show and who they're aiming at, there's too much.
Yeah.
But again, not a bad thing. You know, certainly not a bad premise. But those are the building blocks for making her a main character, not a 1 or 2 episode side character.
Yeah, there's too much backstory.
Yeah.
For someone who the main part of the story was the 2 Digimon that influence her.
Yeah.
After she's depressed.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
That's the point we need.
Yeah.
For that episode to have worked, we need to come in at that point, I think.
Yeah.
For the time constraints we have.
Clatterden goes on to say, episode could have been better written. I'd give it a 2.3. I disagree, but again, like we've gone over again. Your points are not invalid. Pedra replied to Clatter saying, I agree with you 100%. I'm also tired of this episodic format that the show is going with because it's wasting it. Potential 30 episodes in and there's no plot of this and no major villain yet. Show where is Felismon, who said he wanted to conquer the world? Where is Black Agumon, who appeared in episode 13? What is Hero's dad doing in the Digital World? Well, we got an answer for that. He doesn't know. And where is Gulus? We haven't seen him in 9 episodes. What is Gulus's plan? This show has so much potential, but just wasting it. It's so sad. With proper plot and great characters and the scary factor, this show could have been better than Tamers, but no. I mean, 30 episodes in, for all we know, there could be 100 episodes. Now, I doubt it. Oh, I doubt it. Yeah,
but
like I don't even think this is gonna. I don't even think this is gonna get 66 like 2020 did.
Yeah, but I still feel like we can't say things like this many episodes in, there's still no this or that, because we don't know how many episodes in we are technically.
Yeah, we don't know at what point of the story we're at. Are we at the midpoint? Are we coming up to the midpoint? Are we in the late game?
Yeah.
It's scary if we're in the late game and we still have another Digivice to give them.
Yeah, like I doubt it's all gonna come out in the next 5 episodes, but
yeah.
You know, I don't know. Like
the Black Agumon thing I was gonna say. Right, like, and it was part of the thing what we were saying about Zubamon. I do hope there's more to Zubamon because he's on the dim card, and maybe he has something to do with Ryudamon. Maybe he even has something to do with Espimon. We don't know any of that stuff yet, but like the Black Agumon who was watching when Gulus first turned up, the Black Gargomon who was watching when he turned up again. I would like to see more of that stuff. The show has kind of forgotten Gulus existed.
A little bit,
Because when he first turned up, they didn't focus on him. But Hero was like, hey, maybe I should ask him what's going on. And the other two were like, are you insane? Why are you trying to summon him again?
Yeah.
They didn't go... When he turned up the second time, he kind of just went, no, you're not ready to know what I know. And then disappeared.
Yeah.
There's that whole scene where he's up here, Hero's on the ground, Hero takes 2 steps forwards, and he goes, no, not yet. Bye. Like, he just lets himself out.
Yeah.
And then in the Vamdemon episode, we thought he was going to take over from Betel, which I think would have been a really cool slide evolution sequence, but then Kano Weissmon happened. So we still don't know. Was that Gulus acquiescing? Did he sort of go, right, it's in your hands? But until the show does something with it, and I just hope the answers pay off. I'm not saying these issues aren't there.
Yeah.
But I think it's too early to say it's wasted potential.
Yeah, it is. Once the show is over and they don't address any of it, and
God, yeah, I'll redo
completely.
I'll redo all my scores at that point.
Yeah,
but
I think it's too early yet to say things like wasted potential, or because again we're all fantasy booking it.
Yeah,
based on what we know about other shows,
and that's it. And I think it's a lot of based on what we've seen in other shows and what elements we want.
And they've said from the beginning it's going to be different to the other shows.
Yeah, they did. So... That was the first interview that we talked about, where they said it's going to be a show where winning battles isn't just going to be about who can attack the largest.
Yeah.
And they said it was going to be a monster of the week. It was going to be an episodic thing. Try to see the big picture. Get out. God damn. Anyway.
Yeah, that's the thing. We just have to play the waiting game with it until it comes out, basically, to
see whether
see
it was
what the bigger picture.
I always go back to
the payoff or not.
I always go back to Appmon. I swear to God, Appmon does this. This is Appmon's sequel. Like, for all intents and purposes, structure, characters, everything. This is Appmon's sequel. Appmon doesn't tell you what the fuck is going on till like the last 10 episodes. And then when you find out what the big bad has been doing for the whole show, and you go, oh, that's actually genius. So with previous experience, I would say deep breaths, stay the course. Let's talk about it at episode 60, 50, whatever, or wherever it ends, and we'll see, was it worth it at that stage.
Yeah, I think this could also be down to something like with binge watching, everyone's like, I need all the answers now, I need everything right now.
Yeah,
it needs to happen straight away, instead of like, there's no long storytelling anymore. Everything these days is like 8 episodes.
True.
So it's
this week to week format isn't. Yeah.
So it might feel like it's taking ages, but realistically, like, how long are the episodes?
I would say about 20 odd minutes.
I'll say 24 is usually.
Yeah, but I mean, then you've got the openings, the endings.
Yeah, well, look, we'll go with 24.
Right.
And divided by
60. 12 and a half, a little under 12 and a half hours of content.
Yeah. So, like, if you were to watch this all in one go, it would feel like you're getting a bit more, I think.
Yeah.
But it's just stretched out week by week, so everyone feels like it's taking too long to happen.
That's actually very fair.
Yeah.
That's a very valid point. Well done, you.
I do that myself. With things like when things are week by week, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna wait 4 weeks and then watch it all together because I'll be annoyed otherwise.
Yeah,
but I think that might be
where the mysteries probably wouldn't seem so bad if you were watching. I don't know, if you watched the last. Oh God, like if you went from Face Taker up to this episode, it probably wouldn't feel as clunky because again, it's all in one burst.
Yeah, and filler doesn't feel like filler when you're binge watching.
No, it doesn't.
Because you're just, it's your tea break or your pee break, or, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the swimsuit episode. I'll skip through it, and you know.
Given the swimsuit episode, who are you?
I'm not saying I do it, but you know what I mean.
All right. So Clatter then went on to say exactly. Not only am I just sick of and tired of Toei constantly using ultimates or perfects as the main enemies, some or all of these guys should have been used for later in order for us to have some awesome battles with our main trio reaching perfect or ultimate. But as you mentioned, we really need to start getting more answers towards all these unknown plot lines we're currently going. Seriously, it's just stupid that there's no human outrage or concern for the and we've addressed that. We acknowledge that. We do acknowledge that.
Yeah.
And for not introducing any new Digidestin from episodes 18, I think we're getting there.
Yeah.
We have Ryudomon and Espimon coming up, and a new Digivice.
Yeah, we also have Nomura and the receptionist girl, whose name I can't remember.
Yeah.
They're appearing in the
ending. And I don't think that's I've said from day one, I don't think that's because reasons. Her design is too Nomura's a guy. Fine. He's just he looks like he's just a guy.
Yeah.
But her design is a bit too different from everyone else.
Yeah, she's not a background character. Well, she doesn't look like a background
character.
No,
I mean, she needs to be in more than one episode. But
yeah,
I mean, I could totally see Nomura with Ryudomon. I could totally see that. It would be like this. It would be like he'd be like this show's version of Zenjiro from Cross Wars. Now I know you don't know who that is, but he didn't get a partner till like the end of the third part of Cross Wars. But his whole thing was that he was Mr. Kendo guy. He was Mr. Swordsman. And I could see, that sort of Ryudomon filling that in and Nomura being like, oh my god, what is going on? Patience, Nomura. I could see it. I could see that sort of twist on the master-student kind of relationship thing. I could totally see that. I don't know if that'll happen, but I could see it. Plus we've been saying since he got baked. I was almost said baked into a pizza. That was Power Rangers. Ever since he got turned into sake, which would go with pizza. But he needs to. They need to do more with him, and I think he'll be one of the gang down the road.
Yeah,
he'll be like Chitose from Hacker's Memory. He's that character.
Yeah, he's just. I suppose he's just currently traumatized, and they need to...
It would be nice for the show to tell us that, sure.
Yeah, but they need to just work him back. Well, he could be avoiding the guys because they have these holograms and he's been attacked by holograms.
Maybe.
But they could just work him back in eventually.
Yeah.
Or maybe... Well, it depends on what happens with Digivices and all that.
Yeah. So...
one thing I want to talk about in Clatter's comment there is tired of constantly using the ultimates and perfects. Has it been said, or was it something we said about them being more powerful? That's why they can come through, and not the little guys so much.
It was
or is that
it's kind of both.
Yeah.
Yeah, the show Busiamon was only a champion. But he got locked in a sword when he came through. Yeah. But the perfect seemed to be able to manifest themselves much more faster than the child and adults.
Yeah. So that's kind of why they. That's why they're.
Because all the child Digimon are running around as holograms, where the perfect levels are like, oh hey, look at that! I have physical form. Time to murder some humans.
Yeah. That's why I feel like
that was Felismon and Vandemon's whole deal, was feeding on human fear to materialize.
Yeah,
that was their whole deal.
To help the other guys materialize.
And to help their henchmen, yeah.
So and
like Vandemon, is he gonna come back?
Yeah, that's what I'm fantasy booking in my head. Him and Felismon are.
Oh yeah, that's my ideal. That's my ideal scenario. Is Felismon and Vandemon working together? Maybe with Matadormon. I don't know if the book is closed on him or what's up with him, but Felismon and Vandemon working together. Is he the
one who just noped out and jumped out of the building?
Yeah, basically. Yeah. He just sort of went, screw this. I'm out. He was all
I have
talk.
to say, when who his name for me?
Who?
The one in this. The sword guy.
Oh, Musimon?
No, the other one.
Repamon?
No.
Zubamon?
Zubamon.
The gold one.
Zubamon. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. My brain was saying Zuda, and I was like, that's not right.
No, that's
No.
that's
That's a whole other Digimon.
that's Viking seal.
Oh. But yeah, when he, like when Reiko said the animation was a bit off in this, when he...
Oh, he's so cursed.
But no, yeah, he's really cursed. But did you notice that when he was like, see you later, he kind of just floated out of the panel a little bit?
Oh, they did not. That was one thing I hated about 2020, where it was just like, they're clearly just dragging a PNG across the screen.
Yeah, he made a little kind of jump before he went, but it was like he just kind of, it just looked like he slid to me. It didn't look like he actually
Oh,
was animated.
I'll have to go back and watch that again. Oh,
I could be wrong, but that's what seemed to happen in the moment
that's
for me.
glorious. All right,
But,
before we move on to the next comment then, which is Pedja's. Let's see what the chat are saying, because I don't want to neglect the chat. Let's see. Okay. You serve cookies. I played right first.
Back ages ago, he made the same.
Supermon equals Pseudomon. The episode for the side characters are mostly like this. Yeah, young, dumb, and traumatizing backstory for people. It was a great episode. I would be nice for the story. It would be nice for the story to start making it a bit more relevant. How every other week there are people disappearing, becoming old, turning into plants, or being cut in the night. People in that world don't talk enough about all of this. Yeah, they need to be more open about their feelings.
Yeah, that always bugged me with other shows as well.
Oh yeah, it's just an anime thing.
Yeah, kids are running around and there's all these huge battles with mechs or monsters, and
it's just
not one adult can see it.
Oh yeah, it's.
So then when it was happening in Tamers, or was it Try, or was it?
Which one? What scene are you thinking of?
Was it Omegamon? The bridge, by a bridge in a river, or was that 02? But there were crowds like around the edge of the thing, and was it an Omegamon?
Oh, it might have been. Wait, you thinking of the 02 movie?
Oh, am I? That might
the
be
one with Armageddon?
Maybe. But there were adults there, and everyone was crowded around, and they could see what was going on, and they were reacting to it in real time. And I was like, finally!
Yeah, Cross Wars did that.
Yeah,
it's great, because there was a whole thing where Taiki gets sent out of the digital world, and then it ends up being a time rift, and he goes back, and everyone's convinced Kiri has wearing a wig, because his hair is just, when he left, his hair was short and neat, and then he gets back, and it's just like a mullet. And we're like, now you're wearing a wig. But yeah, so Taiki goes home, and he's like, yeah, so I went to the digital world, and there's these things, and I have to get back. My friends are there, and she's like, nice, dear. And then it gets real. And she's like, oh, were these the Digimon he was talking about? And there's a whole thing where there's just a crowd watching Shoutmon and Tactimon beat the tar out of each other. So it is nice.
Stuff like that. Yeah, I like when that happens.
Yeah. Anyway, so let me see. At this point, they can't treat it like urban legends. No, they can't. We're getting another new ending. Oh, we are. I seen something about that. Yeah, we're getting another new ending next week. So maybe Receptionist Girl, that'll be the thing. That art of Kano Weissmon that was meant to be for this ending.
For that
maybe it'll turn up.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe it'll be updated with Thetis and Lamore?
Maybe. Well,
I mean, him not turning up, I don't think matters. I mean,
no, to put him in the ending, no, because
yeah. So if we're getting a new ending next week, that might signal who the important characters are going to be. If Nomura and Receptionist turn up in that again, I'd say it's a safe bet they get Digivices later.
Yeah,
but
although I feel like one of them is going to be
because I don't like this. I don't like this theory that Rory and Kyoshiro are getting Ryudomon and Espimon. I don't like this theory.
No.
To balance out, because Gamamon has so many evolutions.
No, I don't like that. I want more characters.
Just more
like, I was thinking one of Rory's friends, maybe.
Yeah,
like,
the one
Howie
from
or...
the one from last week was like, "Hey, about that rabbit." Oh, actually, never mind.
Yeah. And she could have been, you know... Yeah, she could inquire further about it.
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen the other one since, have we?
Have we? Oh, probably not. Well, no, were they not all at the desk when they were in the cafe?
Oh yeah, they were, but I mean, she wasn't part of the thing since.
Oh
they
no,
all went
like
to
ever
the
since
Talisman,
the Felismon episode, no. Rory's friends have not been involved in the adventures properly. So yeah, what is nature? Should I rewrite the entirety of Ghost Game to connect everything in ways like this? Please say no. No. Don't Reiko, you're
Don't put any more work on
yourself.
yourself.
Yeah, don't put any more work on yourself, Reiko. You're doing enough as it is. People are too impatient. I tried to see the big picture. Get out. 60 is a good number that most light novel adaptations need to have. People want a series to be complete in 12 episodes, but Atmon teased Leviathan in 16 or 17. But it didn't do jack with them until later on in the series.
Like if you're looking at it that way, and then eventually Digimon and Felismon and Gulus are big overarching villains, they've been teased.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I mean, that's...
any Digimon that's appeared so far as a villain, if they haven't been killed, they have the potential to come back.
Yeah. And that's it. And that's the thing.
No, I'm not working enough.
Then and make me a drawing. Don't. I'm joking. Don't put more work on yourself.
You know what? Don't put more free work on yourself. There you go.
So
we ask for explanation but get impatient. If they go too long, we can't be happy. This is true.
Yeah.
Like all along we were kind of a lot of us. I don't think you were, but we were kind of like, are they just gonna kill something already? Like they have to realize. But then when, like you said, it would be meaningful, and it was, and
that's when Gulus turns up, and you're like, oh, something's dying this week.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, and then like it all, it's been plenty of death.
Oh yeah, Drachmon will come back and do something great. He'll take control of the story and start the second part of the series. Vamdemon, I don't think so.
And again, there was potential there, and then we got the story tied up.
Yeah,
tied up a bit badly, but
but it was they tidied off the loose end, and I think that's where a lot of these villains are going. Like, I think they will come back, and that's a reason why a lot of them are escaping to fight another day and everything else. We will see them again.
And then maybe the ones that are suddenly friends will be on their side come the big battle. Whatever.
It'd be so cool. Like, I think that'd be a really cool one, a really good idea. Kind of like the end of 99, where, like, against the Dark Masters, the Digidestined had been able to assemble an army of all the friends they made over the 50 episodes. Like, something like that on a Ghost Game level would be
and
would
the fact
be fun.
that Angoramon keeps in touch with all of them as well.
Yeah.
Like,
you have a reason for why they would know to show up, because Angoramon's been doing the recruiting. I need to move this strand of hair. It looks like there's a big laceration on my throat. It looks like there's a big old laceration on my throat.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
All good.
Well, I'm in danger. So then, let's see.
Hey, Kuman, what did you do?
And Ghost Game already teased Gulus, and then the organization with the Black Digimon, whatever Hokuto's doing, and D Brigade. Yeah, so there's all these breadcrumbs that the show is dropping. It's just the show hasn't formed the full loaf of bread yet.
Yeah, that's exactly what Rico says in the next one. People complain that something is a plot hole if it isn't explained right away.
Remember how at the beginning people complained that materialization was inconsistent, made no sense, and it was a plot hole because they didn't explain it? Meanwhile, I'd already... oh god, where'd it go?
Oh, the thing jumped, so you have to scroll back up. There you
Meanwhile, I had already picked on the clues of how it worked, and when they explained it was exactly the way it works since we... Yeah, and that was... Yeah, no, and you did, Reiko. I remember that. I can vouch for that. Desmond. Summer episode. Heart eye emojis. Only if the summer episode is Thetismon and Thetismon alone. It's not weird then. Yeah. She's already an ocean. She's already an ocean lady. She can rest on the beach in a... And you know her regular outfit is fine.
I mean, technically, is she wearing clothes or is that her body?
Yes.
Because if she was to wear a bikini, does it go over the dress?
No, I don't think it would.
Yeah. But look, if she can just go hang out with some of her elder gal pals on the beach, you know, that would be great.
Elder gal? What the fuck? Elder gal pals. Okay. Alright, moving on.
You know what I mean.
People also accuse things of not making sense or not having enough information when they're simply not paying attention. Incan eating fetish. What? Zuda equals Zuba. Okay. Hedra says, we just need pure evil human like Karada was in Saber. No, we don't! But that's the thing, we need to stop judging this based on what previous shows have done. If we build our expectations based on 2020, Appmon, Savers, Crosswords, we're always going to let ourselves down.
Yeah.
This is the case where the fandom becomes its own worst enemy. Let the show be its own thing. Let it have its own personality. Look, if it brings in a human villain, if it turns out Hokuto has been evil all along or has been possessed by the virus that they mentioned at the start of the show,
yeah,
fine. It's been done. But fine. But I don't think we need it. Let the show build its own personality. Right, a plot twist, it'll be Hokuto. There we go. Adult.
What is that?
Okay, fine, I'll say the line. What's a parents? Plot twist, Kano's Worthmon versus Lamormon. I'd pay money for that. Make that a movie. Like, if you're going to give Gulus Gabamon his own version of Kano Weissmon, and I like this term we've coined, Kano's Wortmon. It versus Lamormon, sure. Yeah, sure. Make it an OVA. I'll go watch it. Sure, why not? I want the student pres to be one. Yeah, is that that's not receptionist lady, is it?
No.
Who's student president? Which one was that? Refresh the memory. Steve who? Oh wait, that was the girl. Is that the girl from the water episode? That was the receptionist. That was her. Yeah. Which one was the class president? Or student council president or whatever? Are you asking me to write that OVA? No! No, I'm not! Hey, stop putting work on yourself. Free or no, finish your current projects.
Oh, was it the girl back in the Pumpkinmon episode who was organizing all the stuff? She's making everyone do the work. I can't remember what she looked like, but there was a girl in charge.
Oh, student president was the one that was attacked by Splashmon. She also appears every now and then.
But she's not the receptionist.
We'll have to go back. We'll go back and look. We may just be mixing because, again, and it's something we've addressed already, because these side characters kind of appear to make you aware of them and then kind of don't show up again.
Yeah.
It is easy to mix them up.
Yeah, but we are doing our rewatch. So we'll probably notice people.
Yeah, I have a couple of days off work this week, so we're gonna do our rewatch over that. So let's see then. Though I couldn't complain if Rory's friend becomes one too. Yeah, I mean we have said that a while because they're aware of Angoramon having them be one of them. Like, because I think initially
they're aware of more than Angoramon after the whole Felismon thing.
Yeah, I think, but I think even initially after the Felismon thing, we said Nomura and one of Rory's friends.
Yeah.
Or maybe even just one of Rory's friends to balance out the gender dynamic. But I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this. Does that matter? It matters if you want it to matter, I guess.
Yeah. It depends on if you could add in 2 more girls and then they could just be really shit characters, you know.
Well, that's it, isn't it? Yeah, like
it depends on what they like. It doesn't matter what gender the character is.
No, it doesn't.
They're a good character.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean they're a good character. No, I'm not working enough. God damn it. Fans, Drachmon. Oh, okay, we read that.
I read that.
Matthias. About the next Tamers, what if we get a Power Rangers moment and the 2 random kids appear out of nowhere, minding their own business with their Digimon? Maybe they already have the Digivice VV. Well, that's the... Then it really... Well, not that it really... No, it doesn't become an Atmon thing at that stage because the character who had the upgraded Digivice was already part of the main cast. They just weren't, to our knowledge, a partner at that stage. Having 2 randoms turn up with the VV.
Sorry, I might have just realized.
Probably, but I wouldn't put stock in it.
Okay.
So I don't know. I almost think having 2 randos show up with the VV is worse than not using the characters that we have already.
Yeah,
because
a lot
then
of
they're pointless.
Yeah, there's been a lot of characters that are there that have potential to come back.
Yeah, I'd like to see Kayano come back as a main character. Give her a little bit of redemption for you know.
She went and asked for forgiveness. Now she wants to help.
Yeah, I mean,
or help other kids not get manipulated by evil Digimon or something.
Yeah.
On that effect.
Then we have Rory's friend that we were talking about, Nomura, student president, receptionist. All there's a few characters that have stood out that were like, yeah, actually, I can see you working with the kids.
The garden guy.
Oh,
he was someone
yeah. The Ayataramon guy, yeah.
He was someone they already knew, and he came to them for help, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yuto.
Yeah, Yuto could be fun. He looks like Ken. So that's so just give him a black Digivice, I guess. No, don't. I mean, Yuto could work, Kayano could work, one of Rory's friends could work, Nomura could work, Class Prez could work. There's a whole lot. There's a few.
We know there are other kids that technically have partners too, like that.
Oh yeah, from the Peter Pan episode, there's all these kids that have partners but don't have Digivices.
Yeah,
just
kind of
the one with
them, but they're all younger.
With the 2 orcas.
Yeah.
Oh, that's still weird.
Yeah, they were so strange.
God, I forgot about the Land of Children. Yeah, the 2 Hawkmon that turned into the 2 Orcamon.
Yeah,
that was so weird. Different. I mean, they could have turned into an Aquilamon and a Birdramon or something. I'm kind of glad they didn't. But yeah, there's a few characters we've had that could work.
Lots of potential.
Yeah.
We're throwing that word around a lot today.
No, but it's true. I mean, we won't know until it's done. Until it's all said and done.
Yeah.
Any suggestion is as good as any others. I like how in Ghost Game it feels like they're forming a community. You got hurt? Go ask Mummymon for help. You need to find something? Jellymon knows where to find everything. You need a strong guy? Call a Suramon. You need to track someone down? Repamon must have a strong nose. He may be able to help. It feels like an active community that regularly gathers to drink tea and talk and etc. Elder Galpal. People want this to be exact same as previous seasons. It's the same as people want everything to be adventure. No, I'm not asking you to write that OVA. Yeah, the student Prez is the one that got attacked by Splashmon. She also appears now and then. If it's to bring balance to the dynamics, currently we have 6 characters, 4 boys and 2 girls. The Power Ranger setup. My favorite. So we need 3 girls and 1 boy with 2 new tamers and 2 new Digimon. I like when they go for the unexpected evolutions. I guess that's about the Orcamon thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just weird though. Just like birds and suddenly they're killer whales.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
wait, what?
It's like it fits in with like next order and
Oh yeah,
like that,
it fits
that
in
just
like
goes completely sideways.
like it fits in with Digimon. Like anything can become anything else. You know, like there's no true evolution route.
Yeah.
Strictly speaking, you know, but
like there's ones that are very common, but then if it goes the other way, it just goes the other way.
And
that
this
also
is
makes sense.
And I tell you, that is a big reason why on the most recent Survive trailer, when Agumon turned into Tyrannomon, the fandom went. Because we'd seen that screenshot with Greymon, and then they redid it to show the diverging evolution paths. Because the game will have those as well. And so you have Chika Sakamoto, the Agumon voice. Wait, that's more the dub one. But no, the Agumon is more like this. Hi, Ty. Agumon, Digivolve to Greymon. Yeah, it's where Chika Sakamoto, you know, her Agumon is like, it's like this constantly. Agumon Shinka, Greymon. It keeps the same sort of thing to it. So her doing Tyrannomon as opposed to Greymon, everyone's like, oh my god, they're doing new things. That's considered new though, that's kind of sad. But I was making a small comic with a very simple style related to unexpected evolutions, but I never went far with it because I was busy with other drawings. With a Palmon trying to say what it wants to become, and 2 ugly nerds getting all, oh, Rosemond, of course, you have to be a sexy lady because that's what Palmons evolve into. Ew. And then Palmon saying, I'll remember you, and later Gigadramon hunts down 2 hunts saying, I remember you. Oh, I love that. That is... with a tear in my eye. I don't remember how the rest of that quote goes. But that's super fun and I dig it. Okay. So I think we're caught up on the comments, or the chat anyway, so let's jump back over to the comments. So Peggia then says in his own comment, alright, even though I don't think this was a 5 out of 5 episode, it's still an okay episode. I like Kayano almost to the end because she embraced being evil and turning the whole city into the dolls, including her parents. Yeah. But then when she remains alone for 1 minute, she changes her freaking... But that's what... But that's what Monzemon's heart attack does! It took the bad influence out of her and gave her conscience back. That's what it does!
It showed her that they were... when they were over there bitching about her.
Yeah! It showed her, look, these 2 aren't really your friends. They're just, they're just using
she didn't
you.
Change her character. She had a realization.
Yeah, she got her conscience back.
Yeah.
But, question, why did ex-Tyrannomon and War of Monzemon need her as a master? Because...
Strong emotions.
And that's it, the theme of the show has been strong emotions. Digimon siphoning human emotion to become real. That's what this show has been about for the last 31 episodes that we're complaining nothing happens in. Okay, maybe it's not that drastic. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe that's on me. But no, I thought that was fairly obvious. Other than that, okay, I give the episode a 3. Next week, Lamormon, huh? Okay, nope. Let's see how that turns out. Again, if an episode is good, okay. I still wish we got evolutions and plot related episodes. But wait, what is plot in this show? There is plot. It's in the subtext. You gotta read between the lines. And people are wondering why this show isn't popular. Let me tell you, it's because it's 30 episodes in. Yes, it had some pretty good episodes like 1, 18, 13, 25, 28. Again, this show has great potential with good characters and horror theme. All it needs is a proper plot. But don't worry, it'll get popular once Black Agumon returns with an evil version of Taichi and not some misunderstood but evil partner. So we're saying we need adventure for Digimon to be good. Is that what you're saying? Because I wholeheartedly disagree. Like,
that's why shows like this and Applemon fail. Because people are like, oh, new Digimon. Oh, it's not old Digimon.
I want to give new Digimon a chance because it's not old Digimon.
Mm.
Maybe I'm overreacting to the first half of that comment, but I feel like the first half of that comment really boils down what we spent the last 20 minutes talking about.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that really boils down what we've been talking about human emotion. Bless you. Human emotion. Fellismon using human emotion to become real. Vamdemon using human emotion to become real. That's what this whole thing has been. It's easier for the perfect levels to do it than the smaller Digimon. Drakmon didn't even know it was a thing.
Yeah.
You know, he
was trying to, prank people to get them riled up or whatever, but
he didn't know.
He didn't really know what
he thought the Digivice would do it for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then was like, oh wait, why can't I touch it?
Yeah.
Like, he didn't seem to understand that. Like, he had an idea, but didn't have the...
He knew the humans had to be involved.
Yeah, but basically. He didn't know how to do it.
Yeah. And then that's what Fellismon was doing.
Yeah.
When he was frightening the people and
and turning them into stone and...
letting the other guys basically be in the room to absorb the fear or whatever.
Yeah, no, definitely. And the same with Vamdemon's bloody council of elders that he had set up. And then, like, it wasn't that Kayano remained alone for a minute and changed her whole character. Monzemon hit her with his heartbreak attack, and it took the bad influence out of her and gave her conscience back. I think that was very, very well executed.
Yeah, she wasn't.
She
was alone with a good person for once.
Well, not even that, right? Even before Monzemon showed up, when she was alone, she thought she'd been abandoned again, and that almost reaffirmed her thought process until Monzemon went, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's fair. I genuinely don't think that's fair. That's a fair comment to make.
Yeah, had he not shown up and they disappeared completely out of her life, I feel like she would have sought out something else.
Yeah, I think she would have gone further down a destructive path.
Yeah.
I don't. If rewriting this episode in Fantasyland for a moment, when they got suckered into the quasi-digital world, and Kayano was alone, I don't think she'd have gone, oh, they abandoned me too. Oh no, what have I done? I don't think that, because that would be the inconsistency. But what the show did was keep it consistent. Oh, everyone abandons me. They're just the same as everybody else. And then Monzemon turns up and goes, actually, hold on, they were just using you. And here's my attack that is known to, make people happy again. I don't think that's a fair statement. I don't. No. As for the plot, again, it's all subtext. As we know, this show has more plot and a better story structure than JoJo Stardust Crusaders.
But I think as well, like, you can't. I know we're guilty of it as well. Looking like even today, like saying they have to tie it up this way or put things in.
Yeah,
we're expecting it to be written for people older than what it's being written for.
Oh yeah, I made that point earlier. Like, I don't think the key demo remembers Zasomon or are expecting Zasomon to come back.
Yeah,
it probably just looks like typical veiled anime threat.
Yeah,
Whereas
we're older, we understand storytelling, we understand different things, but we all are very guilty of forgetting that it's not written for us.
No, it is a kid show at the end of the day. We're just kids at heart. But not, it's not written for us. So expecting more, and I'm not saying that this excuses it, because I don't like shows that talk down to kids either. I always think that's a bad thing to do, and it's why I detest a lot of modern Western television.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can't write for them above where they are in life either.
Yeah.
You can't show a show for teenagers at kids and expect them to understand it either.
No, but I don't think. I think there is ways of writing for the demographic and not talking down to them, but making them think.
Yeah.
You know, and then even if it just lives in the back of their head and subconsciously, and it, you know, it's something that they have a reference point of, and oh hey, that made me, you know. I don't believe in shows that talk down to the kids, and I don't think this show is, but it's not talking up to the people for the people who are celebrating the 25th anniversary of the franchise.
Yeah.
It's not speaking up to those people either.
They're throwing in little
references and nods and,
stuff,
things.
but those are for the likes of, well, you, not really me, but but yeah, we're all kind of.
But I mean,
we're putting bigger expectations on it than we should.
Oh yeah,
in some cases.
Yeah, no, when it comes
to writing, or
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
And I do think the Black Agumon and Black Galgamon thing, like, cause even there was a whole, like, the show went through a whole thing where we had Black Agumon, Black Galgamon, Saberdramon, which is just Black Birdramon. You know, what was the other? Black Flare Lizamon.
Yeah.
We have Black Tailmon. There's a theme here, and I don't think the show is just going to throw the baby out with the bathwater. I don't think it's going to go, yeah, we don't need this anymore.
Yeah.
I think there's a specific reason for that.
Yeah.
Waru Monzemon. Like, the show has this theme of using the dark versions of known Digimon. Like, and we've seen in the opening, like, there's still a lot more enemies to come. I think Paimon is still due, Lady Devimon, like, because anyone who's been in the opening so far has shown up.
Yeah.
Which is neat, because they did say, don't look at the because I remember at the beginning they were like, don't read too much into the opening credits. We just went with what we thought was cool, but they've all shown up so far. So, yeah, I fully believe they will come back to it. But if it doesn't happen next week, it's definitely not going to happen next week, guys. I know we're collectively going to either love next week or absolutely abhor it, just based on who the enemy of the week is. Oh, can you feel the electricity in the air? Oh.
Go back to the chat.
I will. I'm going to jump back to the chat before we go into Justin's comment.
Yeah, it's just Pedro's.
It doesn't need it doesn't need a Dark Taichi or someone else from Adventure, but I do think Black Agumon will become an evil partner. I don't think they have any partners.
Nope. I don't think any of the dark ones.
And Gulus is a Black Betel Gamamon. I should.
Yeah, now is your chance.
Now is my chance.
Now is your chance.
Okay, fine. Because I'm going to take that as a cue. I'll come back to the chat properly in a second, but just seeing Desmond's comment there, let me set something up, because how many of you?
The Rico one, because that's already open.
Yeah, how many of you have actually been to the Discord and seen a little something I posted there that I promised you guys a while ago? Well,
oh, you gotta turn on the window capture first.
I do. I'm gonna go back to the thing. I know you did, Reiko. But for those who have been with us a while, we made a comment some weeks ago, and I promised I would put a meme to it together. A meme together for it. I made a promise. I'm going to fulfill that now. Enjoy.
So far, so good. Hey, that's that blue hedgehog again, of all places. I found.
Oh, hold on.
Faker.
Right. Well, you've probably got the gist of it, but let me turn the background music off first.
Oh, hold on.
Let me turn the background music off first. Oh wait, it didn't pop up. Oh, it's doing the thing again. Is it?
No, it's on screen.
Oh, okay. Right. There we go.
Phew. So far, so good. Hey, that's...
That blue hedgehog again, of all places.
I found you,
Okay.
faker.
Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Huh? You're not even good enough to be
I'll
my
make you
fake.
eat those words.
There's no time to play games. You won't even get the chance.
Well, I am nothing if not a host of my word. I know it took me a while, but we got there in the end. Um, but yeah, so yeah, Gulus is just a black betel Gamamon. And it also does help that they both do look like Sonic characters.
I think that was one of the first things we said about Gulus, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He looks like a Sonic.
Betel Gamamon, don't cut off Gulus. Yeah, I mean, he does in the original audio. The audio is untouched. I didn't do anything with the audio. But the abrupt cut to Betel backflipping is to try and match that, like just that cut off and the weird audio direction that whole game has, to be honest. But it's yeah. But look, I said I'd do it. I fulfilled my promise. You should follow the Code Crown Twitter for more, or just join the Discord where I post this stuff anyway. Anyway, Lynn, let's see let's go back. Where were we? Palamon evolves into I Remember You. See, people complain about plot holes when they simply don't pay attention. These people want everything to be adventure. I think the episodic nature of this series also does wonders for the artists in the community. Artists, writers, animators, anyone can come up with whatever they want and it'll fit in nicely. Like the fanfic I did. True. Digimon is a weird franchise. Sometimes they want to appeal to kids and sometimes the people they grew up with the franchise. The games, for example, those are not for kids. That's just bizarre. Black Ghost Game. Fans. It's Black Agumon. We're getting Dark Taichi. This will become a crossover with Adventure. Yeah. I hope not. I did see those theory videos when he popped up. And I still groan. Lucemon. Yeah, Lucemon is in the opening. Lucymon's going to get a lot of screen time because, like, we'll have Lucemon in Frontier. He's in Cross Wars. Now he's in this. Maybe, they'll get their mileage out of Lucemon. But yeah, he is in the opening. He's one of the Digimon that passes Kyoshiro when he's all scared. You just see his foot with the ring on the end. But what if they forget the Black Digimon like the Shadow Apply Driver? They didn't forget the Shadow Apply Driver. They just forgot to write the dialogue to explain that one. It's still obvious who the Shadow Apply Driver is in the show. They just forgot to write the single line of dialogue to really hammer it home. So, you know, it's obvious who it is. It doesn't need to be Dark Taichi or someone else from Adventure, but I do think it's River I don't think so. Gulus is a black betel. I watched it. A lot of black variants. But yeah, and I think that's purposely done. Maybe it's just because because it's darker. It fits in with the aesthetic of the show. But I think there's a reason for it. Don't know what that is yet.
I don't automatically think an Agumon equals Taichi. I just don't.
Hope not. I really hope not.
If it does, then
I give up.
Sorry.
If Taichi turns up, we move on. We move back to Atmon, or we move on to Tamers. We just stop.
I really doubt it.
No, I really do. I doubt it.
Like with Gargamon?
Gargamon, yeah.
Who would be attached to him then?
Henry.
Henry. So that would be really strange.
Yeah, I don't think Henry's turning. I don't think evil Henry is turning, or Jean Lee. I don't think he's turning up because we got a black Galgomon. I just I don't see it.
So
We're not getting evil Sora because Saberdramon was on screen, or would Dark Hikari just be called Yami? That's how that works, right? So I don't think Blacktailmon Uber means we're getting. I don't think we're getting Yami. Not our chat Yami. That's why that's funnier, actually.
Yeah.
Agumon can be either Taichi, Masaru, or Haru. Oh yeah, Haru does get an Agumon later. Technically. It's a real sort of... Yeah, kinda. But,
We'll get to it soon.
yeah.
Although you've just cancelled my Wednesday plan of watching that with Let's Rewatch Ghost Game.
Yeah, shit, we can't do both.
It's okay. I'll rewatch.
We can do it on Tuesday while I'm...
Yeah.
out
Well,
and
no,
about.
because I'll be streaming.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it. We'll work it out. Yami-chan.
Yeah.
To Loveru. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you mean, Desmond. I know what you mean. Let's see, where were we?
So when will Lamormon appear in the next 50 episodes?
It can't be. We don't have the spoiler synopses for the next few, but it can't be too much
Not
further.
too far away now.
What was the hold on? What was the gap in episodes between Tesla and Simbar? So Game of Death, and then Fortune Teller, right? So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks later.
Yeah.
Now I'm not saying it's a science, but 1, 2, 3, May episode 34. If the pattern holds,
It's the pattern, yeah.
if the pattern holds, we should have Lamormon in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
3.
Let's see what the
3, sorry, 3
Yeah,
weeks.
3,
Because we still have to get,
yeah.
we still have to get
So we're at
it
episode
out of the way.
30, yeah, 34.
Yeah, so 34, episode 34-ish, if the pattern holds. If anything, maybe it was a bit too optimistic of me to expect it this week. But the preview seemed to make it work.
Yeah, it worked.
And then seeing like evil Angoramon with the wide eyes in the preview and everything, it was like, oh baby, yeah.
Yeah, and we knew that he has very good willpower anyway from the other one, so it wouldn't have been too far off to think that he was like, no, I won't hurt humans. Boom.
Yeah.
Evolution, and then like you said, the sword like influenced it or whatever.
Yeah, I just wasn't counting on the sword actually being Musyamon.
Yeah.
That was that, and that's on me. I wasn't counting on the sword actually being the Digimon itself. So
Oh, excuse me.
yeah. So back to chat. We had Dark Taichi in 2020. Fair. That's fair. The Demon Lords are a pretty interesting group since they're an absolute like an absolute existence that is always present. Yeah, this is true. They exist across the multiverse. And every time you kill one of them in a universe, the other variants get stronger. Which is a pain in the ass. But the lore will never dare delve into that because it's a writing nightmare. They forgot what they forget what they have forgot. Axel from Kingdom Hearts. A world may not have Yggdrasil and the Royal Knights, nor not the Great Angels, nor Olympus, nor anything like that, but it will always have Demon Lords. That's simply how they work.
Missed Justin's comment there.
Oh, in the opening, Kyoshiro had a good reason to be scared of Lucemon. Oh yeah, I mean that's fair. Lucemon is terrifying. To be fair, like Lucemon is terrifying. When you see him, you're going to be like, "But why?" Actually, hold on.
Seen him? Have I?
Have you seen Lucemon?
I'm pretty sure I have. Yeah,
This one.
yeah. I've definitely seen him.
Yeah. This little child is terrifying. And that is all I will say for now. So, where are we?
Last comment.
Okay. Are we caught up on the chat? Always have demon lords, that's how they work. Hikari Light, Yami Darkness. Hey, Taiga would also have an Agumon. Yeah. But he is the... Yeah, and his goes down the Tyrannomon route. We know that. Officially. Thanks, card game. Taiga's evolution route is the Tyrannomon evolution route.
Hey, Corvidae.
No, he's more represented with Tyrannomon. It was the very next comment.
Yeah.
5 episodes. Yeah. So he's been more than... Will this season be more than 50? I think so. I think we'll get to the 54 mark.
Yeah.
Ish. So, like, if it goes beyond that,
Like,
fine.
Adventure is what, 52?
Adventure 99 is
famous?
15. Adventure 99 is 54. 02, I think, is 52.
I know one of them was 52.
Tamers, I think, is also 52. Frontier was 54. Savers got cut short because of political shenanigans. So that was 48. Cross Wars.
Had it continued, it probably would have been about 52,
Yeah.
54 then.
Cross Wars was 60 odd episodes because it got 3 parts. Like, Cross Wars finishes at the end of part 2, but they just needed a time filler. So they went, meh.
Yeah.
They just farted out 16 extra episodes. Then Applemon is about 54 as well, in and around. Try is 6 movies. 2020 is 66 episodes. And then 67 even. And then this we just don't know yet.
Yeah.
So where we are. Corvidae, welcome. Yeah. I think it'll be 100 episodes because of how slow things are going. No. I think that isn't even conjecture. That is, what is the word I'm looking for here? That is,
I want to say fantasy, but
no, like,
the word you're looking for is around that kind of
like that is sarcasm at the highest level. I think saying 100 episodes is just because, oh god, it'll be 100 episodes again, anything happens. I think it's more of a, I think they're saying it in spite of the show, not genuinely. I hope they're not saying it genuinely. I don't see this show going 100 episodes. Even I have my limits.
Like, if it does and it's good enough, then but anything that goes
they'll run out of ghosts.
Yeah.
Because of how the sword being the Digimon is a pretty interesting thing that could be used in very interesting ways in other stories, and killing a demon lord is a sin. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a sin. Unless you're in the Atmon universe, no demon lords, only gods. In fact, that's the funny thing. The Atmon universe. Universe. Please don't bore Atmon. That's the funny thing. The Atmon universe, by how the lore works, does have demon lords. What they wouldn't be the demon lords as we know them. They would be XPs is kind of the word I'm looking for. Because one thing in Atmon is every Digimon has an Atmon equivalent. Like, Locomon gets Reshamon. Like, it's just a train.
Yeah.
Trashmon gets Garbomon, or Garbomon gets Trashmon. It's one or the other. So there is equivalencies between the two. So while Atmon doesn't, while the Atmon universe wouldn't have Lilithmon, it might have, I don't know, Evemon. What would she be? Oh, she'd be the porn app.
Yeah.
You know? Maybe that's a bit blue, but
Well, I mean, if a Digimon or if a Mon exists for every app, Pornhub is an app.
wow, this conversation took a turn, didn't it?
You're
Kat?
not wrong, like.
I know I'm not, but you know, there would be an equivalency. So the Demon Lords would exist in another variant.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, variants. Just think
but
of it like that.
you could apply that to Digimon itself. Like,
Oh yeah.
they're based on the internet
Yeah.
data. There's a whole
Yeah.
there's a whole dark side of the digital world.
There's a whole dark web that Appmon references and visits
Yeah.
a lot.
But you know what I mean.
Oh no, I know. I get you. Yeah. Anyway.
There's the adult side that's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not kid friendly.
Yeah.
Not kid friendly. So where I lost the chat jumped again and then stream OBS wouldn't let me scroll. Lucimon is the reason the angels could be worse than the devil. It'll be especially terrifying if the story leans into Lucimon's manipulative side. Basically, in the multiverse, each dimension has a lot of different dimensions in there. There isn't a single digital world in each universe, and there doesn't need to be a single human world. Okay, so we're getting into quantum mechanics. We're talking parallel worlds having parallel worlds. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I like how they made Vamdemon more cunning. Yeah, I really enjoyed Vamdemon in this show. The Appmon universe is simply another dimension in that specific universe. Why the title is Digimon Universe. But all dimensions in a single universe are connected throughout the Cocutus. Cross Wars was the longest. Yeah, it was like, I think it might have even, actually it was like 74 episodes. Never mind. Yeah, not 60. Yeah, it was like 74. Or maybe 75. It was there anyway. The place where the Demon Lords reside, the Cocutus. Yeah, so the Demon Lords are shared by all dimensions in a universe, including the ones without Digimon. If the show doesn't have any progression other than a single letter, I'm gonna morb. Is it Morbin time? We need the dark web
79.
79. Good lord. We need the dark web arc in Appmon. Garbamon got trashed. I forgot that Sleepmon is Belphimon. Oh yeah. Yeah. Belphimon is Belphimon sleep mode, and then there's like literally Sleepmon. Which and not sleep as in the steed, sleep. Because there is a Sleepmon as well. But I always thought Sleepmon was more of a Pillowmon XP, but yeah, he is just but that is just Belphimon's small mode. It's even got the little clock on his head.
Yeah.
So there's always the Demon Lords won't exist in the forms that we know them as Digimon, but they are variants.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool that they do exist throughout the multiverse. Like they've even got the little egg clock that look like little Tamagotchis and
they just look like a light and dark version of each other.
Yeah. The same with the Hackmon and Hookmon, I guess.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll just pop this into the chat. Could share the window, but this is easier. Oh,
it's teeny.
There we go. So, Sleepmon and Belphimon. Basically the same thing. They've even got the horns, the little juddy ears, the same facial expressions, the little Tamagotchi alarm clocks. These are, for all intents and purposes, the same entity across the multiverse. So that's pretty cool. Digimon are greatly affected by the perception of the viewer. A Lilithmon moving into the Appmon dimension would be perceived and perform like expectation in that dimension. I do hope they ramp up the story more too. The drip of hints and points was a nice build up, but we need things to start moving into the open. Might get it if another Gulus is showing up next week. No. No, it's not Gooloos next week. I'm sorry. Actually, oh god. I'm gonna mute the mic because I don't know how many people know who the villain is next week. There's something I want to say to Meg.
Don't say it in the chat either.
No,
in case
just in
people are
case.
watching.
I'm just gonna mute the mic to say something to Meg here. Okay, cool. Sorry. In Kano Weissmon lore, one of his attacks is so strong it can reach the other digital world from dimensions. So multiverse, maybe? I don't know if I want to do the multiverse thing again. I mean, we've done the multiverse before. I don't know if we want to do it again so soon. Maybe after we get a new set of protagonists. Like, doing the multiverse in Cross Wars was fun because you got all the protagonists up to that point. But if we do it again, I think we should let it be like Haru 2020 Taichi because it'll sell. Like Haru 2020 Taichi, Hero, and then whoever comes next. I don't know if they should do it right away, but I think allow enough time for new protagonists that the next multiverse crossover means more to the current fan base than the older one. But
yeah, I feel bad for the
Sleepmon and Clockmon are friends.
But you know the kid that's in the manga? Is it a manga?
Which?
Who's also in this universe?
Oh yeah, the guy with Pulsemon, yeah. Who gets Taichi's cape for some reason, but yeah.
Yeah, but if there was like a multiverse thing, he's
oh yeah, he could be a protagonist for that, yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. I wouldn't mind them using him for an episode.
Yeah.
If even just for filler. To bring Pulsemon in. I would like to see Pulsemon animated outside of those 3D animation vignettes we got for the Vital Bracelet. I'd love to see an anime Pulsemon.
Yeah.
So even bringing that character in for a week.
Yeah, and they brought in Harrismon? Is that his name?
Harrismon, yeah,
he was from the game.
Yeah, no, different one. They didn't bring the voice actor back.
Yeah, but still, I mean, so tying them into other things, maybe Pulsemon. It might not be that Pulsemon, but having a Pulsemon.
Well, yeah. So let's see. Wikimon even said if you wake a Sleepmon, they'll be a terrifying monster. Same thing in the manga where Sleepmon becomes a demon lady Leviathan. Yeah. The Applemon manga it's out there.
That will let Digimon more.
add Kirby and the sleep enemy with them. I did double check that mic was actually switched back on. I was like, are we still off?
Oh.
No, we're not. What's a Gooloos? Rats, I'm farther behind than I thought on the story. What's a Gooloos? They're talking about who. I just realized Biomon has Dio's voice. Yeah, he does. Appmon has a lot of JoJo references. Well, you work with what's popular. But like, what? No. To be fair, one of the Appmon is just JoJo. Like, it is just a JoJo. Its name is Dantemon, and it's just a JoJo character. Like, and it sings its own theme song as well. Like, Dantemon is amazing. He basically gets nerfed the episode he shows up. but he's basically a JoJo. Hold on, I'm just gonna picture up of him for Meg.
Like if he gets nerfed that episode. Oh my god, he is. Yeah. He's just what are they called? The stand?
Yeah, he's just
Yeah,
a
he's just that,
stand.
yeah.
He's just a JoJo stand.
Yeah, he is.
And he sings his own theme song.
Yeah, I guess.
Dantemon, Dantemon, da 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 da, Dantemon. He's amazing. Gets nerfed like 5 seconds after he turns up.
Is the app for that he's associated to like a JoJo fan wiki?
Oh no, he's basically the Shenron when you collect all the 7 code apps. He's basically the one who turns up to grant your wishes. And let you into the dark web at first, but yeah, no, I love Dantemon so much. I really do.
From Spy Kids 3D.
Isn't that the one that's literally a stand? Yeah. Taimon is just Zawardo. Yeah, it is. Taimon is just Zawardo. Taimon, again, like the Applemon equivalent to Clockmon. You know.
We still have a comment from Justin.
We do. I'm going to go back to it now because I don't want to be... I'm enjoying the back and forth, but...
In the morning?
I do. Like, he's a bit Sentai, but like he would be the equivalent to Clockmon in universe.
And he's like a Superman.
Yeah,
he's what he should look
but
like from the front.
but he also has the same future tattoo as Nanimon. So that kind of bugs me. Like he has the same head tattoos as Nanimon, which is weird. But I also enjoyed my afternoon tea. Oh yeah, that is a screenshot. That is a proper screenshot from the show. It just looks so weird because of the 3D animation and everyone else in 2D.
Yeah, that doesn't put me off the show.
No,
it just my brain is just like, wait, what?
You can see Dogachimon in the background frozen because he is just Zawardo. It's Anyway, let's go back to Justin's comment and then we'll catch up with the chat and then we'll get ready to bounce. So Satellamon is basically Emperor. Yeah, I love the tangents. Yay! Well, we haven't done our half-hour Pokemon tangent.
No,
Yami will be delighted. Hi, Yami. Wrong window.
Wrong window. Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
So Justin said, okay, so this episode was disturbing, especially the part where Kyoshiro's head got torn up, where you can see his stuffing. It made me wonder, can he feel that when he's a doll? I wasn't sure, did they allude to that or not?
I don't know if they did.
Because
the effect of it was that his hair was all messed up. But it didn't seem like he'd felt it. Like they weren't aware of what happened. Yeah,
because like even when the teacher had his arm ripped, like there wasn't some sort of like overlay of the soul of the teacher being all like, oh, it hurts or something. So
and then when he, they sewed them all back together or whatever, they didn't come to with like a cast or a cast or a oh, my arm, oh no.
And if he didn't get patched up, I wonder what his head would look like. Oh god. Same goes for the other people who were turned into dolls. If I had to pick between Tyrannomon turning me into a doll or Paimon turning me into a keychain, I'm picking keychain, because at least you don't see a creepy transformation. I just have a cloth thrown over me and poof, I'm a keychain. That's fair. The vortex thing is wild. One thing I liked about the episode is Kano Weissmon talking about how there may be a time limit on the evolution and that they've got to finish the fight fast. Yeah, no, that was something I liked as well, because they're acknowledging that the evolution breakdown happened a few weeks ago, which is good because, again, one thing we've spent the better part of this show saying is it needs to reference X. So when it does reference X, good show. Well done. Head pats. I also liked what the show was trying to tell you. Kayano was a girl who didn't like to be alone and even thought that people forgot about her. I know that feeling, but at the same time, she was also making herself alone by pushing people who were trying to help away. I give this episode a 4. My favorite character was Monzaemon. Yeah, that's very valid.
Mm.
And by the way, I was able to complete the national dex and earn my shiny charm. I even played Legends Arceus and caught a shiny Dartrix pre-shot. Nice. Nice. I do like that shiny Hisuian Decidueye has the colors of Alolan Decidueye.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got that color scheme.
Mm.
So that's pretty cool. It's like when they made the shinies for the might be legendary birds in Sword and Shield. And I say might be because the Pokedex entries are, well, it's called Moltres. We don't know if it actually is a Moltres, but they call it Moltres. It's weird, like it's like, oh, it's called Articuno. I don't quite know if it is, but they say it is. They're very vague about it. Their shiny forms are the colors of the original birds, which again, I always like it when it does that. It's a cute little callback. Weird genetics for that to happen, but
yeah.
So yeah, that's all pretty cool. Like Justin always seems to be on the same wavelength as our own thoughts on the episode, and so that we still have a good batting average there. So cool. All right, so let's catch up with the chat for one last round, and then we are going to get ready to bounce because it is nearly 1 a.m.
Yeah.
The Zipmon is sticky fingers. Oh god. Yeah, the Zipmon is just a gimp. Like he represents zip files and that stuff, but he is just a gimp.
Yeah, some of them like that. Like, there's one for every app. There was like the copy paste mon.
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah, I was just like that.
Pepemon?
Yeah, I was like, that doesn't work. Yeah, he's a bit of a gimp, isn't he? That was a JoJo pose right there.
Oh, that one is like that was he's like Gimp Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But yeah, his poses are all JoJo poses.
Yeah.
So there's
zip files would make sense because they would. I suppose it would be an app, or is that a process? A copy and paste is kind of more of
a process. I'm not aware of a copy pasting app.
Yeah.
Like, I guess there's some liberties you have to take for.
I was like, you're kind of reaching with that one, but
yeah, but I do like that they try to give all modern functionality a representation.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah. Fine, but
yeah,
at the same time,
No, I get you. Right. So Time on is a word though. The one that has a stand. Okay, we're actually caught up with the chat. So, sex bot. My mouth read that comment faster than my brain could process it.
You said that word out loud.
Well, YouTube can't say this is made for kids.
Yeah,
they definitely can.
Make that the title of the episode. I'll never come back to you about that again.
No. Oh, good lord. I don't get paid enough for this. So I think we're gonna bounce. Looks at Wardlemon. Nice. Yeah. I mean, Wardlemon is and Beautymon. Lucymon X is Dio over heaven. Oh, I'm not getting into X evolution designs at this hour. Righto, chat. Well, it is 1 a.m. It has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much, as always, for joining us. I hope you all had fun. Next week... Ooh. Yeah, next week is going to be interesting.
It's gonna be, yeah.
Interesting is the word. There is going to be a sad Gamamon. Our hearts are going to bleed. And
when do we get our plushie?
Oh,
I need to give him all the cuddles.
I think it's I don't think they come until October. Yeah. But yeah, sorry, I got distracted. 'Cause I was trying to think of what merch is coming out in what month.
Yeah.
So I got totally distracted. So there's a lot coming out in the next like 4 months, and I'm just like, So yeah, Dokkan Punch, nice. You're very welcome, Reiko. Thank you all so much for being here. I genuinely hope you had fun. We certainly did. It's always a pleasure to hang out with you guys. You can hang out with us more over on the Discord. Be sure to join over there. Everything is up for chat and debate, and there's spoilers, and it has its own section, of course. But you know, talk about the show, talk about other shows, talk about the cards, talk about whatever you want within reason. Don't bring Sexmon into the Discord, please. So on that note, that is where we finish up. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where or when in the world you've been watching this from. My name is AJ. That is Meg. We're finishing up here, and I have to work out how I'm going to get a $300 Omegamon statue. It's this big.
Bigger than that.
It's like 50, it's nearly 16 inches tall, or yeah, it's like yeah, it's bloody huge. So I gotta work out how that's gonna happen.
Measure from your shoulders to your hips, and that's how big it is.
That's how big it is. Oh my god, have you guys seen? Just look it up. The Dine Action Omegamon. I have photos of it in the Discord. It's oh my god, it's mind blowing. It's stupidly big and posable. For all my hatred of Omegamon, I know I've said it before. I am a willful hypocrite. I know.
Look, when the figure is that good.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Like when it's that good, like
I have no connection to like Gundam or anything, but some of those figures, I'm like, I need that. That is beautiful, you know.
Is it pants time?
Pants time.
well, are we wearing pants? I hope you're wearing pants, chat. So, look after yourselves. Take care, and I'll see. If it was McGeedramon, I'd consider buying it. Reiko, it costs the same amount as a Switch.
Yeah.
Be careful. And we'll see you all soon. Good morning, and take care.
Huh? He's got pants now.